Hey, ladies.
Hey guys.
Hey, non-binary hoes.
Yo, YouTube.
Yo,
Yo, YouTube, what is
Buzzsprout,
up?
YouTube, podcasting sites.
Deezer.
Why do you still remember that?
Any chance I get, I'm bringing up Deezer.
Bro, it is the D's head.
I'm the only reason they're still in business, let's be honest.
I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
It's just me.
Bro
I'm
knows
the
them
only one
in name
supporting the
only.
website.
I don't think you've ever visited that website a
Bro,
goddamn day in your life.
I don't even know the full URL.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, alright. Hello, everyone. What's going on? Welcome back to this channel and this podcast known as the Great Whatever We Want Discussion, also known as TGwww.
W.
Yes, sir. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy, the host with the most toe-hos. Your boy, Mr. 24 Hours Ahead. Big the Fat, Young Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I got the speaker on, but you ain't listening. You feel me?
Okay.
They call me Mr. Fantastic because that's just how great I am. Straight up. But, you know, none of those titles really matter. Even if I was the tentative Toverlord, well, Kelser 2 times out. Even if I was. It really wouldn't matter. Because I am the co-founder, COO, TOO, OGOO of Young Richard Productions. But of course, I'm not here alone. I'm not that schizophrenic yet. I've got a couple more years, ladies and gentlemen. We've got, of course, the young vice president, co-founder himself, whatever he like to introduce himself as, Couch.
Yes, sir.
Talk to him.
I am both formally and informally known as the Jew with the goo, Mr. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, silver dollar, Sacagawea coin.
Can't forget the
Mr.
Sacagawea.
Meter, Mr. Mile, Mr. Kilometer, Mr. Nautical Knot.
Mr. Scoville unit.
Of course, as he has said, and as I am also the co-founder, co-owner of a Young Richard Productions.
Yeah.
Okay. But I say before we get into it, why don't you tell us a little bit about the concept behind the podcast? You know what we do.
Well, I'd love to, and I'll take it from here, Couch. Thank you. So, what we do here on the Great Whatever We Want discussion is quite self-explanatory. We will sit here and bullshit for about 3 hours talking about whatever we want. This format allows us not to have to watch an anime or any what do you call that? Research, you know?
Yeah, no studying for the test.
No studying for the test. I'm doing enough of that already. No, I'm not.
I know you ain't studying.
Well, you get the idea. We just film, we record this, we put it out there, and y'all fuck with us. Some might even say that's type shit.
I might say.
Shit, I might say it too. But yeah, that's kind of the premise. Shout out to all y'all watching on whatever y'all watching on. Like I said before, these heads rise up.
The D's army stands strong.
Something like that. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. We like to start out. We always like to have our little formulas. You know what I mean? We like to have a little bit of continuity, and I believe we usually start by catching up. So what's been going on with you, Monsieur?
Okay, yeah. So I have recently obtained, as of about 2 months ago, I recently obtained a partner of sorts. So I've been, spending a good amount of my time with him. We've been playing some games. We've been playing Elden Ring, since the DLC is coming out soon-ish. Looking forward to that. Been playing some Baldur's Gate together.
That's craziness.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I get hoed like every single opportunity possible. I fail every dice roll, and it's fucking infuriating. It is the most infuriating bullshit ever. I'm just like trying to talk to a squirrel. I need a 10, and I roll like a fucking 3.
God damn.
Just let me talk to the goddamn squirrel. We've been playing some paladins, here and there.
A name I have not heard uttered in ages.
Yeah, I don't want to get into Overwatch again. This shit is mad depressing. So we've been playing some paladins. It's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit of Helldivers too with some friends.
Okay.
It's tight. It's just like at the end of the day, like wave-based survival shit. But it's cool. It's fun. I started replaying Borderlands 1 since I haven't played it in like 12 years or something like that. Shit is. We've been watching some anime. We watched
Bro's
Grand Blue.
back.
Yeah, we watched Grand Blue. We've been kind of slowly watching the Monogatari series as well. I love that shit.
We know, bruh. Old heads know.
A little. It was a couple of weeks ago at this point. We got to the infamous toothbrushing scene.
Of course you did.
of which my partner was awestruck, I suppose.
You ever just take a toothbrush and jam it in there?
That's your sister, dog. That's your sister.
He's a sick man.
But been doing that. I'm gonna say what I'm reading until a little bit later, but
I'm reading.
Yeah, that's like all I fucking do at work.
Fair enough.
A little while ago, my ass got pulled over by the police. In my defense, I was driving a vehicle for service. The speedometer wasn't working. They caught my ass going 93 and a 55.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was driving the same speed as the person next to me, and my ass gets pulled over. And so I'm like, fuck it. So I took that shit to court. I did a waiver hearing.
Yeah, and you blew up the court like in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I took out my dual wielded RPGs and just went,
You think you can take me?
Dog, over a traffic ticket.
Bro went to a 5-star crash out.
I damn near went to war on that bitch.
Yeah, for sure. That's fair though.
But yeah, so I paid a little bit less. The original ticket was going to be like $350 or something like that. They dropped it down to $160. I have some community service I have to do next week.
Okay.
And I have a PBJ for a year, probation before judgment, which is just like for the viewers at home that may not know. If your record is, if for whatever the set amount of time is, you drive clean, you don't get pulled over, any more tickets or anything like that, then the ticket that you have the PBJ for, you don't get any of the points that you would have gotten otherwise. But if you do get pulled over for speeding or whatever the fuck, then they double up your points.
Yep.
So I just have to drive like a good boy for a year.
Bro is not gonna make it.
I've been doing it. Don't get me wrong, I've been doing it, but the gas pedal is a sweet temptress.
There can't be any school zones within like 50 miles of your home. That's the only way you've been making it.
There ain't really, nah.
I know. Bro can't help but go 60 in a 25. Yield to pedestrians. They better yield to my fucking 2-ton monster vehicle.
15 miles an hour. Let me take that times 5 at least.
So bro's on his good boy shit now.
I am. And I suppose I shall talk about what I've been reading a little bit.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite time where I ramble for
Yay
20 minutes straight. I
Hooray.
started rereading Sunken Rock.
Hell yeah.
It is so fucking good, bro.
Just as good as I remember.
Every single fucking time I read it, I'm like, God damn, that shit goes fucking hard.
Right.
So damn good. Reading Tune Into the Midnight Heart. It's like kind of like quintessential vibes, I guess.
For sure.
Dempa Seinen, which is a story about a guy that is running from the law because he killed someone, and he like used to be a famous like talk show host or whatever, and so it's kind of like about how he's like, you know, skipping towns and like living in internet cafes and shit like that.
Word.
Pretty good. There really hasn't been like a whole lot of like actually good shit.
No, bruh. Not at all.
It is truly tragic. What's under Kamiyama-san's paper bag?
I haven't heard of that name in years.
I fuck with it. It's really weird, but I fuck with it. Shit. Mikane and the Sea Woman, which is a story about a high school guy that falls in love with a mermaid that like comes to town one day, and so he's like, she ends up like going back in the ocean, so he's trying to get to her. I caught up with Isekai Shikaku.
Okay.
It's pretty damn good. I like remember it being all right, but I enjoyed reading it. It's pretty damn interesting.
One might say.
One might not say though.
Oh. You're right. My bad.
Yeah,
Fuck me then, I guess.
Line, bro. There's just been fuck all. Holy shit. I'm like scrolling through my shit right now, what I've been reading, but it's just like fucking nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah.
It's actually so fucking tragic, bro. I'm just scrolling.
Manga been in a slump for a minute. Let's talk about it.
Chuji no Kakushigoto. I think it ended. It was pretty interesting. So
Yeah, that
20
makes
chapters.
that tracks. If it's remotely interesting, you ain't getting more than 9 chapters, baby.
I don't. Oh man, I'm just thinking about all the good shit that's been axed, man.
Yeah.
Been reading His Girlfriend. It's drama related. It's basically about a guy that's like,
Bro, stay reading that cuck shit. I fuck with you for that.
On the low, this guy's like shaboing boing and his friend's girlfriend or whatever.
This guy has been throwing it in his friend's girlfriend's jalooper.
Bro, hitting that Crunchwrap Supreme.
Not the chicken quesadilla savings box.
That's really it. That's like the only notable things in the past like 2 fucking months.
2 months is not how long it's been, but yeah, sure. I mean,
I don't feel like scrolling no more, Brian.
fair enough. Fair
But anyways,
enough.
what have you been up to, friend?
Shut the fuck up. Look at you over there with that black ass shirt. Why is your shirt so black and plain?
I'm wearing that Vanta black, baby.
Pro's got the blown on.
Mm-hmm.
He just hiding it.
Check the back. Check the back.
I'm not editing that shit in. I'm not doing that for nobody. I don't care if it was my own shirt. Alright. But how's it been going for me? Well, let me tell you a tale of how school is boring as fuck. That's the end of the tale. I've just been doing school shit. This semester specifically is really boring the fuck out of me. Also coincides with it being the most that I've had to do supplemental reading for. So there's that. My brain shuts off when I have to read, for real.
Shoutouts.
The knowledge does not get internalized.
Read that shit 10 times and still don't soak nothing in.
Yeah, something like that. Me when I need to read a question for 40 minutes because I keep falling asleep. Fuck. That's what it feels like, but as a semester, low key. But, you know, I'm surviving. Once this is over, I'm like at the finish mark, close to the finish mark at least. Like, I'm 3/4 of the way there. So, shout outs to me for that, I guess. I haven't really been doing that much, like, aside from talking, hanging out, playing games, a couple anime I've watched. So, last time we talked, the acclaimed game Spider-Man 2 had not dropped yet. Yeah, exactly. That face you made? Exactly.
Has it really been that long?
Yes, it has. Let's not focus on that though. No. Don't even worry about all that. All you need to know is that Spider-Man 2 is a game I platinumed probably like a month after it came out, or less than that. Probably took about 2-3 weeks.
I remember you talking about it.
It's a fun game. I don't think it's as good as I don't think it's my favorite out of the 3 games though. To be fair though, it's still really fucking fun. Right now I'm doing a new Game Plus run since they finally dropped the patch for that. So I've been going through that. But it's a really fun game, obviously. But the story elements are like the weakest out of all 3 games for sure. And the pacing is definitely the worst out of the 3 games. So that kind of sucks.
How does the combat compare?
It's definitely an improvement, and it's much more fun than all the other games for sure. You know, it's not like a completely new combat system, but it's like added on to the last 2 games in a significant way that makes it a lot of fun to play. It's also the buggiest one out of all of them. I think this game was like needed to come out now for it to be like complete, because it's still like pretty buggy, even compared to all the other games after the patch. But it's just like, I don't want to talk about spoilers really in case people haven't played it, but yeah, there's one villain. There's 2 main villains in the game. One I do really like the interpretation of. Another I don't. And the pacing of a lot of the section is really sucky. I think when it comes to like overall which Spider-Man game is the best out of 1, Miles Morales, and 2, I'd say I think Miles Morales is my favorite in terms of story-wise, pacing, overall everything. Because it really cuts out all the fat of that experience and really just gets down to brass tacks. Like, you really aren't weighed down by the pacing of any story shit. I was talking about yesterday, the day before, because I was streaming New Game Plus, that there's a scene where like you and MJ go to the carnival, and they're having fun at the carnival, right? And you're like there for like an hour if you decide to do all the little stupid ass mini games. And I don't really have an issue with that, but I do think it needs to serve a purpose if it does. What you get out of those scenes are Peter and MJ like each other. We knew that.
Yeah, no shit.
And it's like, okay, so now I'm stuck here for an hour doing these pointless ass things where if you were going to add these in anyway, just make it a cutscene. Because we're not gaining any more information from these from this experience and breaking the pacing like this. Like, you could have just done a cutscene and then bad guys show up, time to be Spider-Man. And then we're back to the gameplay.
You don't want to play the pop the balloon mini game, bro?
No, I don't want to play the pop the balloon mini game. I don't want to play the fucking fake arcade mini game. I don't want to play Virtua Fighter 3. I don't want to play all those fuck ass. that was a Yakuza stray. My bad.
Fucking Yaki catching strays for no reason.
But like, it's just like there's no reason for this, and it happens more than once. It happens like 4 times throughout the game at the very least, and they just suck all the fun out of the game. You're just like, can I be Spider-Man again? I just want to hit people and not kill them with my heat actions.
I've seen them actions, bro. That is termination.
I've done some dastardly things to criminals just trying to make a living.
Y'all thought Batman was bad.
Batman don't got super strength. But yeah, so that's my grievances with Spider-Man 2, but like the gameplay itself, fire. The web swing, the best in the series. They sped it up a lot and added a bunch of new things you can do that make it like a lot more fun.
You got that little Superman 64 game you could play.
Yeah, you got the web wings so you can glide and stuff, which some people don't like, but I think it's really useful to kind of like make the game run smoother when you get to an area where it's like, oh fuck, there's not any high enough buildings for where I am, So you just kind of can glide for that distance. I mean, the game makes it a little too easy. You could glide forever if you needed to. You could just fly.
Yeah. They
didn't have to do all that, but I guess it was just to make it more accessible. I prefer to use it as just like an accessory to web swing. One of my favorite things they add is there's a new loop-de-loop trick. So if you dive bomb and you attach to a building with a web, you can loop-de-loop because you're going so fast, and then you get even more speed when you detach, and that's just really fun to do. That shit doesn't get old. So like, yeah, the web swing is the most fun probably in any Spider-Man game there has been. And then, the suits are obviously a big part of the game as well. Just having your variety, like, oh, I know this one. I jacked off to this in 1997. Stuff like that. But like, I'm not. Hold on, that applied to neither of us. All right, I was just giving an example. I don't know why you think I was around in 1997.
Bro's a time traveling masturbator.
You're right. How'd you know? How'd I give myself up too easy? That is
Father Time.
I am Father Time and can't rhyme, but that is next level gooner activity.
Go back in time just to get the new release masturbation material. Fresh out the seal.
Bro goes back in time because he likes porno mags better than the hub. That's next level.
New edition Playboy.
It smells good. It smells like bad cologne. Alcoholism. That's what I thought it looked like.
reading that shit like the paper.
Yeah, licking your finger. Mm-hmm. Put my glasses on. Oh, that's interesting.
So that's what they're doing now.
It's just he says that it's just an article of all the ways to like braid your pubic hair.
Let me sticky note this.
Yeah, okay. I gotta show this to Penny. She's gonna freak.
She will love this.
Alright, we made our scenario too unbelievable. The Gooner doesn't have any partner.
You're right.
Only one comrade and a favorite arm.
Penny's the dog.
Oh, right. Well, you're right. But what was I talking about?
The Spider-Man.
Oh, right.
Anyways.
So the suit selection isn't as good as the last game. Especially when it comes to Peter's suits. They traded in having like his most iconic comic costumes for having literally every movie costume that's ever existed.
Word.
So, you get the fun ones. You get your Sam Raimi suit. You get your Andrew Garfield bow suits, which I do like. But then you get all of Tom Holland's suits, and 9/10 of those are ass. And I do mean 9/10 because that nigga got like 10 suits.
Mm-hmm.
And they all suck dog shit. Except for like one, which is actually funny because it's like my favorite in the game to use.
Yeah, I remember us doing, was it a tier list for all the suits?
Yeah, I think we did a while back.
They were some booty butt cheeks.
Miles suits are largely better, mostly because he just takes all the ones from his game and then gets added on more. But there's still a lot they add on. Like, to this game, they're completely new that are not good. There's one that the community can only describe as the Flash CW suit. So
that's really tragic. That is so tragic.
That's the most accurate way to describe it, and it's really like, yeah, not loving that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Spider-Man 2 Shadows. Miles should have been in the game more intertwined into the story. And there's like a 10-hour gap where Miles doesn't have shit to do that's related to Peter's story, like at all. And then they force him into it. Bro's just chilling. Like, literally, it's like a story point. Like, not a major one, obviously, but like it's one of the story points where it's like Peter's ignoring Miles.
Huh?
And Miles doesn't have shit to do. It's like, y'all couldn't have integrated the story better? Got 2 Spider-Men.
Just hoeing Miles for no fucking reason.
Mm-hmm. For no fucking reason. Other than the fact that he sounds like a dork. That.
Damn.
His voice actor, so he does like the cartoon. He did like the 2017 cartoon Miles as well. And he does like this really young voice for him that doesn't match the character at all in the games. And then like, so I was like, okay, maybe that's just how his voice sounds. I listened to a clip of him talking naturally. That's what he needed to sound like. Bro sounded like a normal human being. Meanwhile, he's over here like, hey guys, I'm Miles Morales.
Miles in the game.
Miles is like 16, 17, 18. So in his voice, he's like, hey guys, I'm the new Spider-Man. Wow, this is really crazy out here. I love my mom
guys,
and my pops.
It's me, Mr. Spider-Man.
Literally, it basically sounds like that. And then his normal voice is like, yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm the voice actor for Miles Morales. I'm like, why are you doing that voice then? Bro said turn up the dweeb.
Mm-hmm.
That shit makes me mad because Peter just sounds like Ben 10, as he should. Like, I didn't have to do anything with him. But yeah. So that's Spider-Man 2. The Game Awards happened. I mean, talking about that. I mean, you weren't really there for that. Um, the the only reason I'm talking about it because I was bringing up voice actors. It was like because this was a really good year for games, but voice actors in specific, it was stacked. There was Yuri Lowenthal as Peter in Spider-Man 2, which was a crazy performance. Um, I'm forgetting the dude's name, but who plays Clive in Final Fantasy 16? His first name's Ben. Ben something. I'm really forgetting his name at the moment. And then there was the voice actor who played Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
And so it was like that could have gone any two ways. Let me look up the dude who played Clive
I'm gonna just say this. I ain't rocking with Astarion. That motherfucker's a pervert.
Ben Starr, that's who plays Clive. I thought Ben Starr should have won that award. He didn't end up winning it because his performance in FF16 is nuts. When I played the demo, I was like, "Holy shit, this dude has some crazy blood curdling screams going on." The acting is off the charts. But I think Astarion's voice actor won that. As you might have known, or maybe you didn't, Baldur's Gate 3 pretty much swept the Game Awards.
It was a fucking sweep.
I was like, okay, Baldur's Gate 3. Shout outs to that. I don't know nothing about Astarion, but I'm sure they do a good job.
Baldur's Gate's just a little bit too woke for my liking. What can I say? I like real games like Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah. You gotta play Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
You want to go back to the times where things weren't so woke, right? Mm-hmm. You know what?
Yeah.
I will say Baldur's Gate's too woke.
Before all this politics stuff, when I could just play Call of Duty.
You know, I will say Baldur's Gate's too woke. I'm going to start my Baldur's Gate woke agenda right here, right now. Okay. I don't know if you saw, but I talked about this when I was starting up the game. I started playing this game, I don't know, like a month ago, whenever you got it for me. It was not whenever you got it for me. It was like a month after. But I was like, all right, let me make my character.
Mm-hmm.
Bro looks like he goes to Met Gala every other weekend. I can't make a character that looks remotely heterosexual.
That is real as shit. You need to pick a dragon to look straight. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I tried my best. Nah, bro's a top or a bottom. He's one or the other.
Yeah, they got a little touch of the LGB. You know what I'm saying?
The woke agenda in Baldur's Gate is crazy. This is this is straight people erasure. Cis erasure.
All my video game characters
How dare
gay.
you? They're turning the freaking COCs gay.
Mm-hmm.
This fucked up. I tried like 3 times. And I somehow succeeded this last time.
Bro was insistent on making his character look straight. No gays in my game.
No gays, no bisexuals, no pants. No lesbians. None of that.
No lesbians?
None of that. No non-binary. Nah,
no non-binary.
We can't have that.
No trans people in my video game.
No trans people, of course not. Who would want that, obviously? It's still like I don't think it worked. I think I gave up.
Guess I'll be gay.
Well, it wasn't even the fact where it was like I don't want my character to look fruity or any of that. It was literally a scene where it's like I don't believe this character would romance any female characters in this game.
Yeah.
It's just not believable. You're lying to me. Fabio isn't trying to get with fucking Shadowheart. Be so for real right now.
Be real.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, fuck it. I somehow made the most racist character in the game. I made a real life... I made a half drow character. And apparently those are the most discriminated characters in the game. I was like, damn, I really made it true to life. I didn't even mean to do that. I was just guessing. I don't know Baldur's Gate. Dungeons and Dragons lore like that.
I don't know how far you got in the game, but I remember playing it, and I'm dual classing a druid and a monk, and so I roll up to this town with druids, and I'm like, all right, my people's here, but then it turns out the druids are like omega racist, at least in that town, and they're like hating on the tieflings, and so I was like,
Yeah, that's where I'm up to right now. So
all I'm saying is, there ain't no more druids.
yeah.
I had to try.
I did. I just went and smoked the leader the first time and just to see what happened, then reloaded and have been fucking around outside of it before I do it again. But I definitely was like, damn, the tiefling racism is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard a good amount of discussions that tiefling are, for like lack of better terms, like the black people of Baldur's Gate.
That's interesting. I mean, see, that's our lack of D&D knowledge coming in, because I don't know anything about that shit. Funny enough, though, I'm also playing a monk. Yes, sir. Monk goes hard.
Monk's hard. I just picked druids so I could turn into a bear. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3 has been pretty cool. I don't know exactly what I've been going for, like, out of the run so far. Like, I don't really know what I want to do. It's pretty early in the game.
Shit, you just go around and do shit.
Yeah, I'm just going around and doing shit for real. Trying to make my character pretty much like an asshole like myself. Just be like, you can't tell me what to do. I'll still do it, though.
Yeah.
Just be antagonistic for no reason. See what happens. It's also definitely like a game to get used to, because I've never played that type of game before. I don't even know how you describe it, but it's like modified D&D.
Yeah, it's
with roles,
at the end of the
shit.
day, turn-based combat, but more so just a role-playing game.
Yeah, on the dice rolls though, I think I've almost always succeeded.
He's a bitch asshole. He's a bitch asshole.
Like, literally, I've always succeeded. And the couple times where I didn't, they're like, just re-roll it. We don't care. And then I'll succeed.
Yeah. I've had those re-roll it, we don't cares, and I always get hoed on those. Legitimately, the only time I've like rolled good is when it's like a 20 requirement, and then I roll like a fucking 25 or some bullshit.
Yeah. No, I'm always rolling good, succeeding. And I don't know how, because my charisma is not my, like, I have a debuff to charisma, or whatever you call it, a -1 check. So I don't know how that shit's working out for me.
Yeah,
it just somehow is. And yeah, I think out of the characters I like so far, I don't like fucking Lae'zel. She's a bitch.
Oh, I hate her.
She's so ugly. Physically and inside out, but mostly because of inside out. You feel me? Just stank ass attitude for nothing.
That's how I feel about most of the fucking characters.
They're all racist to some degree, which is interesting.
Yeah. I fuck with Gale. That's the one guy I fuck with.
That's the dude with cornrows, right?
He's the like mage guy.
Oh, Gale. Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the black dude with cornrows. I forget his name. You meet him outside the gate when the goblins are attacking the settlement.
Oh yeah.
Did you get him to join your party? Because he can.
No,
he totally can.
I guess not. I don't know.
Yeah. He joined my party, and I was like, okay. He's got a bunch of I don't even know what to call it. He's got like casting abilities as well. I didn't know about. Gale's cool. He's chill. He's just vibing. Shadowheart seems like the most romanceable option out of what we have so far.
I hate Shadowheart too. Always with that goddamn attitude. Always with the goddamn attitude.
Yeah, but Shadowheart feels like she's got the attitude because Lae'zel has the attitude first. And then and you hate Astarion too.
I hate that motherfucker. I hate him. He's just, oh, look at me, I'm a vampire. I don't give a shit.
Oh, look at me, I'm a croucher. I'm a hide.
Keep your goddamn fangs away from my neck. when we were playing, I don't know if you got the event for it, but when we rested at camp, it was there's like an event where Astarion like creeps up to your bed to like try and suck your blood, and then you can either like let him or not let him. Mm-hmm. And my partner was the one that got it, and he let Astarion suck the blood. I told him if that shit ever happens to me, I'm killing Astarion that instant.
That's fucking fair, literally, because he's just a fucking weirdo.
He's a pervert. He tried to slurp on some goddamn neck during the sleep.
He trying to take my neck meat during the sleepness. Come on, get the fuck out of here. You don't fuck with that, baby. No siree.
To me, he just very clearly feels like the horny bait character.
He feels like yeah, he feels like he exists in every genre of something. But this game specifically has a very horny energy that I don't appreciate.
Oh, there's just like always sexual tension in the air. You could be like just trying to sell
you
your
be trying
shit
to
at a fucking trader.
You be trying to dice roll a 10 to talk to a squirrel and there's sexual tension.
Oh no, yeah, no, you can stay in my territory. I'm gonna have some nuts for you.
Okay, bro. Whoa.
Hey.
They be sexual tension and they're talking about like the ethics of killing a child. What kind of freaks made this? You could kill the child.
Why did you let the snake bite him? I don't know.
You can kill the child and let the snake serve its delicious fangs into the child's neck. Like what? Delicious,
supple, tender neck.
What?
Get away from me.
They be saying the most racist shit sexually.
Who's trying to get on that level of racism?
I know there are people who have.
Let me stop.
Shit,
there.
sign me up.
I have heard the stories of certain role plays. That's all I'm gonna say.
Something like that. Not that we don't gotta talk about it. I'm glad I'm not a product of it, but I could have been. That would be the worst. Wouldn't that be the fucking worst?
Being the product of like some fucking nasty ass racism RP set.
Yeah. That will require me to take out everyone in my bloodline, I think. Because you're all guilty.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Who allowed this? Who allowed this to happen?
Yeah. I'm John Wicking my entire family at Thanksgiving. But Baldur's Gate 3, shoutouts. I just need to find. I don't have the time to play it right now. This next month or so, because you just got to sit there and listen to shit for most of the time. That just sounds fun multiplayer though. I bet it is.
Yeah.
Can you fuck with each other's like events and shit?
No. So like when like you get in dialogue with someone, whoever like initiated it gets to choose the options, and the other person like gets to listen in and like suggest.
Okay. So you can't be like trying to secure a deal with some traders and then your boy just goes and stabs them in the neck and you're like, dog.
You can interact, like you don't have to listen in. So like just strictly speaking, like you could roll up and like murk someone during that shit, but
you haven't.
nah.
Bro's been playing nice.
I have been. I've been, every once in a while, my bad tendencies try and crawl its way out, but I don't let it.
Oh, good on you. You're doing so good.
Yeah, I have a little bit of impulse control sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Once in a blue moon. Just hardly. What else have I been up to? Baldur's Gate 3. I've played like an extra hour of Elden Ring over these past couple weeks. I've been wanting to get like do more of it. It's just having the time to figure out where the fuck to go is
Oh yeah.
like half of the game, and I'm like, I don't really want to do all that.
I don't remember shit to fucking go or do. I've been, I either looked that shit up on Wiki or like I'm like, hey, what should we
Even
do
your
next?
first playthrough?
Oh, the first playthrough? Yeah, no, fuck. I was fucking lost. I probably have like half my game time just like walking around looking for shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an aversion to like looking shit up because I feel like you're calling me a stupid fucking idiot once I look shit up.
I got through a good portion of the game in my first playthrough, not looking shit up, but at some point I just got like fucking frustrated. It was those stupid ass the like puzzle towers
Oh yeah.
where you like had to like find the turtles or shit like that. I was like, I'm not wasting my time on this bullshit.
Yeah. I the main thing I did was I killed Radon and Renala. Not killed Renala, I guess, but you know. So I got those two bosses done, and because I got Renala, I got to respec my character to finally use magic. Because I was like, this game does not feel like you were supposed to go just two handed your way through the whole game.
Oh, that's what I did in my first playthrough. I raw dogged that shit.
I mean, I could have, and I still like mainly do that as well. But I also can use magic now instead of being stuck with the hook claws, which I still
Been
use because
running
bloodletting.
like int shit crazy strong. I've been playing with a faith build. That shit is booty butt cheeks.
Oh, really?
It's slow most of the time. It's just not a lot of damage.
So you've been running the dragon magic shit too?
I was for a while. For a while, I would keep the rot breath on my bard just so like when we get invaded, I'll like put crimson rot on someone and just like run around in circles while they bleed out to death. But the dragon shit's probably the fucking worst thing about Faith. Every single move is so damn slow and you're locked in an animation.
Right. That's fair. So yeah, just a tiny bit of Elden Ring. Hi-Fi Rush. I played a couple hours of it and I haven't gone back to it, but it's really fun. I don't know if you played it I'm sure you've seen it. No?
Not really. I haven't really seen that much about it.
But you know, it's like a rhythm action game like DMC, where
Yeah.
everything's in time to the beat. It's fun, but it's also triggering my fucking rhythm game tendencies where I don't do it correctly to the beat, and I just want to throw the controller out because I fuck up a combo on top of that.
Yeah.
That it just feels doubly awful. So I try my best to just manage through that feeling and keep playing. But there's a couple hours in that, and it's really fun. The music's good as well. And then that's basically been it for me. You know, I'd be on my Snap life. Hashtag snappers. Where you at?
The FGC retirement home.
It's really not. It's just me and Coach Steve.
That's half of the FGC right there. Fuck
That's
me.
crazy. But you know, it's what I can make time for. All right, I'll be in class playing that shit on the other screen.
Bro.
The class, you don't get it. The classes are so boring. Most of the time, I can focus. Like the last 2 semesters, I could focus on the classes, and so I wouldn't even have to. I wouldn't even think about opening up Marvel Snap. These classes, dog, are so. This one in particular that's so fucking boring. It's so fucking boring. We're talking about LLCs and LLPs and partnerships, and my mind just fucking crumbles to dust. So I'm like, let me just play Snap so I can stay awake even. So I'm a little Snap head, and it's not even like I play Snap. I mean, I played a good amount.
You ain't gotta bullshit us. You ain't gotta bullshit us.
All I'll say is that I'm not playing it to the point where I'm playing it where I get my fucking dailies, I fucking do my season pass shit, and then once I'm done my season pass shit, I exit out the game. So it's not like I'm like just sitting there playing it when I'm literally not getting any rewards. But I am still playing a good amount because I'm completing the season pass every season, which is like a month. Every month it changes. So, and I mean, to be fair, I'm good at the game. Not to the point where it's like I'm running the optimized decks or anything. I don't give a shit about all that. But I'd be winning more than I'd be losing. That's for sure.
That's all that matters.
It's all that matters, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so yeah, Marvel Snap. I played Vampire Survivors a couple times. That's also a turn your brain off game. But I don't play it like that much, honestly, because those actually run for quite a bit if you level up correctly.
Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes or some shit. You're like, okay, I'm good. You play a podcast in the background of that or some shit. But when I'm thinking about playing Vampire Survivors, I could just as easily go like, okay, I'm gonna play Spider-Man 2 Swing Around. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Even though I've beaten the game 100%.
More interactive.
Yeah, it's more interactive, more fun. Brain mental go up. Happiness meter increase. So yeah. In terms of anime or shows in general, I've just been watching a couple with, the Toverlord, Kelso 2 times. He's been really enjoying Mashal, which we started watching a couple months ago.
Shit is fire.
You read it, right?
Yeah.
You finished it?
I think I got like 3/4 of the way. I've been having that on hold while I'm reading Sunken.
Fair. You've just been watching whenever he can watch it. He really likes that shit. Which,
It's funny as hell.
It's funny, so yeah. And then I was like, okay, one he'll probably also like, which we are like one episode away from finishing, is Cautious Hero.
Okay.
And I think he's like that more than Mashal to a degree. But he really likes both. He's like, bruh, these are my favorite shows. I'm like, yeah, I know your goofy ass would like him. But yeah, so we've just been watching those. I haven't been watching any anime. I don't remember if last time No, that's not possible. So last time we talked, I actually did watch and finish an anime, and that is Madoka Magica. First time watcher, baby. Haven't talked about it on the podcast. Here we go. Madoka Magica review. Hey, it's pretty good. It's fun. I like, cultural osmosis from being an anime fan since 2012 or whatever the fuck. Makes you know it's like Madoka Magica is so fucked up. It's so wrong. It's so dark and twisted, and it looks like that. So I was like, okay, I know there's something more than just the magical girl shit going on. Probably some fuck shit. I still don't think anything has topped Dio making a mother into a vampire and then her eating her child. Like episode 4. I don't think anything's really topped the nature of that itself. That was fucked.
Beyond villainous.
Yeah. So
just not zero purpose evil.
Yeah, and like ludicrously evil for no reason. Just I'm gonna make this mom eat her child. Like, what?
For fun.
For
Yeah, why not?
funsies. I hate JoJo. Fuck him. You have nothing to do with him, though. So, like, when I found out the twists, I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, that's fucked up. It's not, like, the worst thing I've ever heard of an anime, though. But, you know, I see how it's, my opinion is just, like, I see how people really like this show if it was one of their first ones getting into anime.
Yeah.
I'm trying to compare it to, like, another fucked up anime, like, people's Death Note. Like, that's their first dark anime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Code Geass type shit. Except I think Code Geass still works on multiple repeat viewings. It still holds up just as well. But I was like, yeah. I can't put it, like, at my top of my list, because I don't think I have anything that's really dark at the top of my list anyways. I'm a big whimsy enjoyer. Human spirit enjoyer.
You don't get a lot of the good dark shit in anime.
That's true. The closest I think I have on my list is Zetsubo Sensei, but that's a comedy with underlying dark shit under it.
Yeah. I mean, once Funohan gets animated, then we might be talking.
Then we can talk.
This.
Then we can talk when Funohan gets animated, for sure.
But till then,
Yeah. So that's kind of been it on the anime side for me. The Madoka, I think my favorite part of it was the movie, which I didn't know existed. This is like a sequel movie. That shit was really dope. Just like the animation direction, you can tell it's made by the same director of Monogatari.
yeah.
It's just like, okay, scissors are falling from the sky again. I wonder who made this.
Just be Shaft.
Shaft, was it you again? How'd you know? You animated some little girl pulling out her chair at fucking 200 frames.
Yeah.
For no reason. Why are the schools built like that? Why is their bathroom 50 feet wide? Come on. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody. But yeah, apparently there's another like part coming out, which is like the sequel to the movie. Like in a year or two or something like that. So I guess I got in at the right time.
I don't think I've watched it since it was like being released.
Yeah, that's craziness.
I don't remember watching the movie.
Yeah, you might not have watched the movie. I think it came out a couple years after.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So that was cool. Shout out to Madoka Magica. The OP's fire. Can't compete with that. That shit goes hard.
That's just banging.
For sure. My favorite character is the black haired girl.
Okay.
I forget her name. Oops.
Oopsie.
She pulls out the blicks.
Mm-hmm.
My ability is I'm her. I don't know what to tell you.
That's it. All you need is the Blixkadoos.
Blixkadoo, I'll shoot you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
In terms of personal stuff, I believe. Trying to think of anything else that I can talk about on the podcast. Yeah, no. Nothing yet. Yeah, so there's been that. Pray for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go out into the real world soon enough.
Bro, it's gonna be like a full ass grown adult, 9 to 5 salary man at us.
That's why I need to keep up voice. Oh, bro, I almost fucking forgot voice acting.
Oh, yeah. With the shit you drop.
Yeah, so a couple of my shits dropped in the toilet and online. You heard me.
Okay.
So I had a couple projects I worked on with this group last year that hadn't come out. So one, I got to play a little background character for a webtoon, um, which maybe I'll throw the links in the description down below. You feel me? Show your boy some love. You heard? So I did that. That was like a little background character thing, and then they hit me up back in January, like, "Hey, would you like to audition for this new project?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." It was like a webtoon one shot, and so I did that. I auditioned for all the characters that would fit my vocal range, which was any guy. And they're like, "All right, cool, sure, here you go. You can be the narrator for this." I was like, "Dope, nice." And so I did that, and they released it like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I haven't even heard bro's personal review yet. So shit,
Bro kind of killed it. That shit was fire.
Gotten positive reviews from other people as well.
Yeah.
At least for my shit. My narrator shit was on point. So
yes, sir.
Amazon, Audible, put me on.
Okay.
I actually don't. I took a seminar on like doing audiobooks. That shit's miserable, bro. It's so much talking. So much work.
You're reading a whole ass book.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't really like that. I don't think that's my stilo, if I'm being honest. I think I'll thrive in commercial and character work if those are the two. But I think character work would be the most fun. So
for sure.
Yeah. We still working towards that. We still working toward this, and I ain't forget about it. I ain't giving up the dream. Just gotta work it. Shit. Gotta bounce.
Shit, you talk about that. Might as well talk a little bit about whether or not this audience has checked out Young Richard Productions on SoundCloud.
Oh shit, Young Richard Productions on SoundCloud. Check us out in the link in the description down below. YRP. I'm also part of Stand Tall Productions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, sorry, Stand Tall Records. Let me not get it twisted. YRP, Stand Tall Records. You know it.
She asked what guild you reppin'. Bitch, I'm reppin' YRP. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got a couple more songs from since last time for sure. I was thinking, I don't know if we want to do this on the podcast or not. Maybe we make it a separate video. We can decide. But I was thinking we record our top fives. Top 5 songs that we made in 2023 video, or do it in this podcast. What do you think?
I mean, shit, we could definitely do that. I've been wanting to start more writing shit as well. So, for the viewers at home, you may may expect some new YRP to drop this year.
Yeah, recently I haven't heard anything that's really been calling to me. So I need to look for some. I think
I want to do more of the heavy, more the yelling kind of shit, but I also live in an apartment, so I would have to bring my computer out to my car or some shit if I wanted to do that.
Right? Yeah, that doesn't make it easy. So yeah, shout outs to us, Richard Productions. You already know what's going on. Check us out, SoundCloud, baby. Also, I guess our separate shit. I have more separate shit than he does. Just cause I'll be it doesn't need to go on YRP. But yeah, so I don't know. You don't have your list, do you? On you?
For
what your top 5 or top 10 would be
for YRP shit?
Yeah.
Shit. I definitely, number 1 has got to be Guttural Lessons. That shit is so fucking hard. It is fucking crazy, son. Go, if nothing else, go stream Guttural Lessons this instant. We all went absolute Spazotron. We got Mr. 24 Hours. We got the OG Toverlord. We got L. and of course we got me on that bitch.
Of course.
I also really fuck with First Herbal Hipster.
Oh yeah.
I like was like kind of feeling it the first couple listens, but then at some point I was just like, looking through the orb. Come on, son.
I ponder like absorb. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I fuck with that. Of course, got to give props to some of the OGs. Got Flocka Flex. What that is you smoking? Flocka. We got that.
What that is you smoking?
Got it by dressing. I call it a bus. Gotta love that ranch dripping. Of course,
For sure.
Shit, It ain't even dropped yet. But I already know.
Ain't even dropped yet. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's just gonna be top 5 for sure.
All right. So, well, I said 2023. Flocka Flex and Ram Dripman were not from this year.
Damn. You're right. Let me take a little.
Well, yeah, you're doing that. I'll give you my top 5. I mean, we'll probably make a separate video, just listening to them as well. But ordered from my favorite to least favorite. Number 1 is my favorite. Sweet Chili Seducer. Stand Tall Records. Just in and out. We got our bars in. This shit went hard. When I make it rain when it's sunny. When that's the opening line, you know that shit gonna go hard. Me and Kelso floating, that's a stew session. Alright. Number 2. It's original, just me, royalty free. I fuck with that song heavy. I feel like I rode the beat hard as shit. The bars went, and yeah, it was just nice. So there ain't nothing really to say about that. I just really fuck with royalty free. Number 3, Cover Girl Awareness. Stand Tall Records. Another one where the beat goes crazy. Unconventional beat, as Kelso and I like to do. And yeah, we both went hard on that. Number 4, of course, I couldn't leave out my debut solo song. Had to let him know. Had to let him know. I can't escape. That might be my middle name now. Because people fuck with that song so hard. Even though I don't think, like, it's obviously not my number 1. But it's iconic. You know what I mean? Like, it's fresh, it's iconic. So I can't say it don't go hard. And then number 5, my own solo one again. I really wanted to focus on, like, my shit. But so YRP should have a different list, I think, you know?
I got you.
YRP should have its own list that we make jointly. But number 5 is Castle Financials. I just think I really fucked with the bars on that one, especially when it got to like later in the song. So yeah, check them out. Right. Check them out.
I got the official top 5 now that I've
your top 5.
My knowledge.
Okay.
My knowledge.
Yeah. Castle's top 5. Mm-hmm.
Of course, we got, like I said, Guttural Lessons, First Herbal Hipster. Now, 3. It's a dual spot. Had to let them know. Bad shit there.
Bad shit going bad shit.
Bad shit, we going bad shit in this bitch.
Yeah, that shit goes hard.
Son. Stop playing. We got Coinsmith. Of course, Coinsmith. And shit. Jet Ski Barrels. It's gotta be Jet Ski Barrels.
Jet Ski Barrels does go hard. I won't lie. Especially considering I think that was one of my first ones with Stand Tall Records. I think it was my first one. Handed me that fuck ass beat. You said, do this, Stu. I said, I can try.
The beat is some booty. I'm not going to lie.
He handed me some fuck ass time signature, and I somehow managed to keep it on beat.
That time signature is unknown to me.
Automatic, 100% authentic, but I'm not a big pun. So that's your top 5. I'll give my 2 honorable mentions since you know, why not? My 2 honorable mentions. Number 6, Chatterbox Flow. Just
okay. Yeah.
Just not even focusing on the continuity of the bars. Just go hard.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes,
Flair,
sir.
au contraire. Like good French, O's after W's, Mr. Ric Flair. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm. Woo.
You know? Those two would be tied, I think. And then another couple, of course, Coinsmith. I fuck with Coinsmith. Heavy.
Yeah.
We both killed that shit. Little 80 Shawty No Ramen, of course, from the
That's a
original Tales from the Kitchen Basement.
Classic.
Early 2023, early first couple weeks, but you still gotta represent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aisle 7, I think, is a
sure.
very interesting song. Not really, you wouldn't call it my style, but it's it feels like influenced by Kelso's, but it's still mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think those are all fun. I mean, obviously, of course, Woman in the Window as well. I think that one's a little harder on the ears though. You really gotta understand the MF Doom flow to it.
Bro, might have been on something else.
I might have been tweaking just a little bit.
a little bit too turned.
Yeah. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, sir. That's our music shit. For the most part. Anything else in your sphere?
Shit, nah. I think.
Nothing about the little bike ski?
I was thinking about it, but I gotta be moving soon, so I gotta be saving that money.
Fair enough.
Gotta save that money, baby.
Bro cannot become Ghost Rider quite yet.
Not yet. It will happen soon. Hopefully.
For sure. I guess my car had some issues recently too.
Oh, word?
Like back in February. That was rough, but got through it.
Yeah.
So we chilling for real. Could have been bad. My brakes could have stopped working at any time. So we was really gambling outside.
Shout out to that.
So that was real fun. Yeah. But that is over and done with. So yeah. That's about it on my side for real.
Okay. Well, I think it's about time we get right into it.
Yeah, I'd say so. Why not?
I'd say so. Yeah. I think for the first topic, it's less of a conversational piece and more of a bit of a news story.
Okay.
Recently,
let's get into the news.
A mangaka character designer that has been loved by many people across the whole world has passed away, Mr. Akira Toriyama. The man behind Dragon Ball. Very tragically passed away recently. The world afterwards was in a bit of an upset, regardless of which country you're from. Of course, people from the States. Big support from South America. Crazy how they have the whole fucking parades and floats and everything like that. The fucking cartels had a ceasefire for a while.
People from all walks of life.
People from all walks of life, regardless of gender, race, sexual orientation, anything like that.
Creed.
Yeah, came to a bit of a stop.
For sure.
So, just had to...
The official Chinese government issued condolences to the family and to him.
You have a lot of the people that have taken inspiration from him with their own manga. The people that have done voice acting work for the anime and shit like that come and speak their pieces about him. And it's always fucking heartbreaking to read, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And, you might not know this specifically unless you're a longtime viewer. I'm the resident Dragon Ball fan here. Couch,
Mm-hmm.
not so much, but even him on an ancillary level, like, appreciates it, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have the glorious 50th episode, anniversary episode of Dragon Ball for the Great Waifu Debate.
One of my
Um,
favorites.
one of my favorites as well. That only worked because of the strength of my knowledge of Dragon Ball and just being able to just go into a flow state and talk about it, which I probably legitimately could for an hour if I
Mm.
needed to at the very least. So yeah, to say it's influential on my life is an understatement. Obviously, I think I don't think I could credit it to say like it. I wouldn't have been into anime because of it. I think I would have regardless, but it definitely was a big influence on me reading manga for sure because that is actually the main way I experienced Dragon Ball. Was not
Yeah.
through the anime like a lot of people did growing up, but through reading actually like Toriyama's manga, which is an
Mm-hmm.
interesting experience where like a lot of like the cultural things I'm tied to aren't necessarily the way people remember them. But like so the strength of his paneling and dialogue and action scenes always stick with me to the point where even just yesterday or today, I was reading some manga and I was like, something feels just kind of boring, stuck, lame, and I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
the paneling's just super
Yeah.
fucking flat. And you realize how important that shit is once you've read like someone who really understands how to use that medium like Toriyama and reshape it. Where, like for example, um, Piccolo versus Android 17, you have a whole page where he dedicates it to Piccolo no selling his punch in different panels of the frame where he's like lean back from the punch and then he just slowly comes
Mm.
back and just
Mm-hmm.
smirks, like a whole panel dedicated to it, and it really sells the pacing of everything he does. So shout outs to your boy. He was the ultimate procrastinator. Infamously, he just went week to week for
Yeah.
everything after Frieza. So you'll never convince me I shouldn't procrastinate. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Flying by your seat of your
Definitely
pants, you can make one of the greatest things in history.
whole lot of impact in both of our lives. We may or may not have met without Dragon Ball. I know I probably wouldn't have
Yeah,
gotten
it's
that into fighting
possible.
games if not for Dragon Ball. You know, I wouldn't have been half asleep on the couch watching this man play before work, and you know, Dragon Ball was like the first fighting game I like actually got serious in, at least for a little bit.
Mm,
So you know,
mm-hmm.
Lord knows what could happen with that.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't think I would have
Mm.
met like the FGC for sure. I wouldn't have been into. Maybe not like as immediately. I wouldn't have met Kelso and all that shit either. So
Yeah,
yeah, rest in peace.
rest in peace.
Dragon Ball GT's ending will forever stick in my brain even before he died. So don't ask me to
Mm.
go back now because I will. I will cry. Shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is your? I think your webcam's delayed, but that's fine. Audio listeners, dude, pay it no mind.
No, don't mind that at all.
Oh, interesting. It actually is delayed in my headphones too.
Damn.
That's so fucking strange. All right, never mind. Now you're on pace. Cool.
All right, yeah, fuck it. You
Now
know,
you're not. Maybe it's muting or some shit. Who knows? Audio issues.
yeah, fuck it.
Anyone who wants to be like into computers at all, wants to be computer literate at all, wants to be a
Mm-hmm.
content creator in any form, audio issues are the worst fucking things in the world.
Yeah,
They never end, they're always changing, and the solution's never the same.
as soon as one issue goes away, another one just fucking pops right up.
Yeah, exactly. So, what else we got going on?
What you got in your little notesy notes? What you got?
What do I have in my notes? I'll tell you what I have in my notes as I go and scroll to them. Yeah, got a little bit of shit going on. I'm trying to think like, let's do a little BRB so we can fix it. BRB.
BRB, guys.
And we're back.
We're back, guys. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Shit, we listen. People
For
who
the
have been
audio
watching,
listeners,
they ain't see shit. They ain't hear shit. They ain't see shit. See no evil, hear no evil. That's the motto of this podcast, which means don't listen to it or watch it.
we ain't evil. We ain't evil. But sometimes I be feeling a little dick dastardly.
No bullshit. For real. So, anyways, the other thing we left off at a good point where I was still looking for shit anyway. So this is written a minute ago, mind you. So when I found the beat for royalty free, I had the biggest fucking dopamine rush I might have had in years. I will not lie. Okay. I was so fucking hyped about writing shit. I was legitimately just happy for no reason other than the beat went hard. And I felt like I was flowing on that bitch. Like it just all came naturally. And so I wanted to ask, what are some of the biggest like dopamine rushes you've ever gotten from like seemingly random shit, like for no reason it seems like?
This
like I was happy for like a straight week just off of the fact that beat was nice.
So like I go through spurs where I listen to like one kind of music at a time. So it'll be like weeks where I just listen to like rap, or weeks where I just listen to metal or whatever. Every single fucking time I go back and I have my Guilty Gear week.
Excuse me.
All the way up here. Fucking. Every single. I'm like, Hellfire, Hellfire.
I'm a fool. I know nothing.
Every single fucking time. And I didn't really listen to the Gravity that much.
Yeah.
Up until like pretty recently, where I like re-listened and I was like, holy,
it goes.
I was high out of my fucking mind, and I was just sitting there. Does existence have a meaning? Oh my
Does
God,
meaning have meaning?
Guilty. The fucking Guilty Gear soundtrack is so fucking good.
Yeah.
There's that. Believe it or not, I get a pretty big dopamine rush from speeding. I love speeding. But I've had to stop. I'm a changed man. Shit. When I wake up in the morning and I like refresh my manga to see what's updated and like something I actually care about.
Oh yeah.
That's a big ass boost. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, I know the rest of the day is gonna be shit, but at least I got this.
Yeah.
Shit. What else? It's like kind of mundane, but like when I'm like really fucking hungry and I order food.
Yeah.
So you got that
Food's
hunger-edging anticipation shit. Where it's like, I just gotta wait till it gets here. I just gotta wait.
Yeah. And then it gets here. And then
it gets there. I chow down. That shit is gone in 30 seconds.
Yummy.
I said on Twitter, I love eating food like I'm a fucking animal.
For real.
Just regardless of whether or not someone's around.
That's real as fuck. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know if it's something that we picked up during high school or whatever. But
I don't think so, bruh. I think that's a you thing.
I don't know. It felt like some piggies then.
I get a reverse sense of anxiety whenever we make a grungus.
Dog.
That's a lie. I get actually kind of happy. I get excited about how gross it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's just like adding all the shit and being like, oh, that's gotta make
That's
it
gotta
fucking
be
terrible.
bad.
It's like, oh, you know what? Let's add some more durian to this. I think it would make it taste worse.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
For sure. I'm trying to think of any others for me. I think the food edging is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eat maxing. Interesting. When a class gets canceled and I don't have to go, shit, that sleep hits. I think. Actually sleeping when you haven't slept in like a day, it's so hard. I won't lie.
God, son. Just like your whole body is hurting, aching. It's like giving out as you're like stumbling your way over to the bed.
Yeah. And you're just gone. You're deleted.
You're just
all the way.
Yeah.
Giving the absolute most nasty, sloppiest top to your water bottle after a workout. That water edging is like, I want to treat you.
Just like, or you know, like on some like, wake up 3 a.m. hit that water that's been sitting there for hours. It's like lukewarm as fuck.
Yep, for sure.
Some shit like that.
I don't know. Driving at night kind of hits, but it's not that much of a rush. It's just like vibes.
It's like cruise and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's also why I don't mind driving like fucking 6 hours at a time. Cause like during the night, I mean, cause my time blindness is so fucking real, dog. I'll just be vibing and on my playlist or some shit, screaming my lungs out, and then I'll just be listening to a podcast, and then I'm already there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool. So, yeah. Anything else? I think that's a good portion of them. Can't think of anything for real that's like seemingly like random.
Yeah, a lot of it is kind of with reason, I guess.
Yeah, a bit.
All right, I got one. It's something I think you kind of talked about in passing before, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the gentrification / TikTokification of certain AAVE word / slang.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. Now, we've like the biggest one I've seen, which got completely taken out of proportion, not out of proportion, but out of context,
as it
bastardized. GYAT.
I knew.
Yeah. That's the
damn.
Because that is some shit we've been saying for like 8 years. Like actually like 8 fucking. You can go back and listen to our old recordings. I guarantee at some point one of us will be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
But now it's just some like little kids saying that shit, and it's like
you've got a level 9 yacht, miss.
Shit like that, or like
whole kindergarten sex offenders.
I remember seeing at some point someone was saying yacht stands for girl your ass thick.
Yeah, I remember.
That is, oh my god, son. Or you got slime.
No. You know the one that was much worse? There was someone I remember saying, it was some lady that said, you know what GAT stands for? Stands for girl, you ate that.
That is terrible. And I feel like a damn fool using the words I've been using for how long now?
Yeah, I feel like I've been robbed. I feel like when Sonic gets the fucking Chaos Emeralds knocked out of him.
Exactly.
Like, fuck. You've removed my strength.
Yeah.
And you stole it for yourself, and it's not even as strong. You can't turn supersonic.
But yeah,
Flaky ass bitch.
you have shit like that. Like I was saying, you got Slime.
Yeah.
Which has been muddled down. You got, more recently, Crash Out.
I was gonna bring up Crash Out. They have ruined that shit already, and it's only been a couple weeks.
And Green FN has been making his rounds as well.
Squad full of Crash Outs. And it's because they get mad at when they get pickles on their sandwich. I'm like, no. Get the fuck out of here.
Crashing out isn't, you put pickles on my sandwich? No. Crashing out is like airing a whole bitch out.
We used it earlier in this episode.
We did, yeah.
Bombing the court is a A-level crash out. Over a traffic ticket. That is textbook definition.
Yeah.
Your girl cheats on you and you blow up her entire family. There you go. That's a crash out.
Mm-hmm.
Not, yeah, we're a squad full of crash outs. I don't pay my parking tickets.
Okay. You got Riz.
Of course.
I think Riz is another one of the worst ones possible.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
It
sucks.
It's like devolved into that like brain rot garbage with like when like the fucking baby Gronk bullshit was going around.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So there when this happens, there are two schools that emerge. The mind melded child hive that actually take it at face value, and the people making the content who are one of two people, subcategories. They are part of that little hive and are just parroting shit. The parrots. And the people who are making it, like, ironically, because they know how stupid it sounds.
Yeah.
Not knowing that their content is being abused non-ironically and taken at face value.
Mm-hmm.
Which is scary.
Shit, you got getting sturdy.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Terrible.
Awful. Fucking sucks.
It's one of the... I like use TikTok semi-frequently.
Same.
But this bastardization of the of slang is... Mm-hmm. It makes it awful sometimes to go through.
Oh, for sure. I'm lucky that my feed doesn't contain like any of that.
You are, bro.
My feed is fucked, but it is not doing any of that. I just got the Honey Bun Defender videos on there.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, that shit sucks. I hate it. And there's nothing we can do about it. The white man been stealing.
And it's so crazy because you just like didn't see that on any other social media really. Like sometimes Twitter, but
yeah, sometimes Twitter, but that's about it. It happens so fast on TikTok, which is crazy.
Oh, another one, Bop.
Listen
to bad shit. I used Bop in my song.
You did.
All of a sudden,
this is where my vernacular has gone towards aging the opposite way. So I just call people harlots now, you know? Like
I stick with the classic bitches and hoes.
I've been calling people harlots, fiends, degenerates.
I love saying trick. I love saying trick.
I know you do, bruh. That's unfortunate. It's real fucking unfortunate. I do actually hate it here. Yeah. Squad full of crash outs. Uh-huh. All right. right, buddy.
Yeah. Squad full of crash outs, and then they're just like vandalizing a random ass building for no reason.
Like, oh wow, people do that anyway, dog.
Oh, you're so cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have a topic that's for you.
All right, go ahead.
Scooped bagel, anti-Semitic?
It's gotta be.
Okay.
It like. I remember seeing the original video or whatever.
Yeah.
That one guy was talking, and it's like
Disrespecting the schmear.
it is. Why the get a fucking bagel flat or some shit? Why the fuck are you scooping out the bagels are good because they're fucking beefy, just like fucking carb packs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you put the fucking you put the fucking cream cheese, or you put the fucking lox, or maybe you get like a fucking blueberry bagel and put on some fucking jam or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing scooping it for? If you don't want the carbs, don't eat a fucking bagel. Eat some fucking fruits and veggies for breakfast. Get some eggs or some shit.
But the thing is, it's not what they want. They want fucking they put the cream cheese in it, so they just want cream cheese in a shell.
Just scoop that fucking cream cheese out. I've seen dudes. I remember seeing a dude when I was working at the grocery store. During my lunch, it was during his lunch. He was fucking scooping butter out the bucket and just eating that shit. So y'all motherfuckers have no excuse.
Yeah.
Grab that big ass bucket of cream cheese with your little blueberry sauce, or the fucking get your little peppers. Leave the bagels alone.
Yeah, just be gross. We know you are. Can't pretend.
Nasty ass motherfuckers.
I think the thing that bothered me about that video was the pompousness. I went into this bodega in New York City, and they wouldn't even give me a scoop bagel. They just told me to get the fuck out. What is this place, even? A real ass city. Get your bitch ass out.
Like, people from California are fucking weird, bro. Oh my god. Like, how can you not already expect people to not be doing that shit in New York?
Yeah.
That's like so clearly like a very regional thing, a scooped bagel.
Yeah.
And you go in, huh? What do you mean I can't have a scooped bagel?
We ain't doing that shit, bro.
If you want a scooped bagel, do that shit in your own home.
You asking for extra shit. You lucky you getting the shit you ordered in the first place.
Mm-hmm. If I was working in a bodega, someone asked me for a scoop bagel, I'm nutting on that bagel.
Yep.
That is it.
Speaking of bringing that back, the Aki way.
Oh my god, bro! I forgot about that. Hello, Ak. Oh shit, and blood too.
Yeah. Yuck.
Blood. They got me. Blood.
What is blood doing?
What is blood doing?
That's why I love I think the form of videos that are retaliation are those videos where they take like pictures of the Bahamas and they're like, Baltimore, Maryland. O Block.
It'll be a picture of some peaceful ass village, and it'll be like Cherry Hill.
Yeah. Detroit.
Southside Washington.
Yep.
Shit like that. Oh my god. I'm almost certain that at least one person has
believed that. Yeah. Maryland, Baltimore. Maybe I'll give it a visit sometime.
Shit, one of the last times I was there, I almost got shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh shit! A whole swarm of people started running. That's
yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Shit, I might go to the aquarium sometime soon, but after that, I'm getting the fuck on.
The aquarium is the one. The aquarium and fucking Fells Point.
Inner Harbor.
One saving grace. Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, niggas might steal your ice cream.
I don't know. I kind of like. I love being in cities like that. You go into some place that you know you're not supposed to be in, and it's like, I'm home. It feels the most real. Like you get most in touch with like what the average person is going through.
You have it's the place with the most tangible sense of community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have people sitting on their doorsteps just shooting shit with each other, shit like that.
Yeah.
You got people trying to like sell you oxy. You got like art expos going on while someone's running someone else's wallet. It's just like real human.
Yeah. The shit that stops me from ever going is fucking parking and getting my shit stolen.
I'm not even worried about like getting my car stolen, but I fucking
not my car stolen, just broken into though.
Oh, broken into? Yeah.
I don't got shit in there, so it just been like fruitless.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a broken window for what?
That's the thing.
And city parking.
In my car.
City parking is like my fucking devil in a bottle.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit.
It's like the parking itself is one thing, but looking for parking.
Yes, exactly. I get overstimulated so fucking fast trying to look for parking in a city.
I will park a whole ass mile and a half.
I will park a whole ass. Yeah, literally, I will walk.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
First available parking spot I see is my spot for the day.
Yep, exactly. I feel like most people don't get that for some reason.
No, I have to park closer. I don't have to walk.
Why didn't you park closer? I would have had to look closer and see that there might not have been one.
Look, I saw this was good.
This is here.
Over there.
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Why am I giving up 100% certainty for 50% certainty and less walking distance? That don't make sense to me.
That's
What, y'all legs don't work?
I don't even mind walking either.
Yeah, I don't either.
So it's like, the fuck?
The only reasonable defense to that is if you're wearing heels. But why are you wearing heels? Just stop.
If you're like going somewhere wearing heels, you might as well fucking Uber in the first place.
Yeah.
Like I know you're not driving them bitches.
Yeah.
Better bring some tennis shoes in your bag or some shit. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. So, I've been thinking about going to a monster truck show recently. I just feel like I need to feel a bit more American than I have been recently, you know?
I went to one like probably 13 or so years ago.
Same. Yeah. That's about the time when I went as well.
It's just like low-key hype as hell.
It's the most American thing I think you can ever do.
It's the most
What do you mean?
American thing you could do and like just enjoy.
What do you mean you go to a stadium filled with fucking dirt and fucking gutted cars and watch giant fucking modded out trucks do backflips and jump on cars
flips and shit.
until it lights on fire and the driver jumps out. And it's unbearably loud.
Upside down, stuck. Yeah, it is so fucking loud. You gotta wear earplugs.
I didn't wear earplugs because we couldn't afford them. I just went like this the whole time with my hands.
Dog.
But there's like a couple. There's like one happening in May. I'm like, I feel like that'd just be a fun time, just to reminisce.
Monster
even
truck. They are just like raw as hell.
Yeah. And also, I was inspired by that one TikTok where it's like things the European mind cannot comprehend.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Such a funny fucking video. So yeah, I was like, maybe I'll do that sometime. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
What you got?
All right. Let's see. Very as of very recently, there has been a big expose on a couple of different YouTubers, content creators. For,
Oh yeah.
of course, being weirdos.
Yep.
Yay! This is all just stuff I heard like from like other YouTubers talking about, or like people on TikTok. So like more people from like the Dream group got exposed as being groomers, believe it or not.
Oh, you telling me the guy who's a groomer is friends with
Groomer
groomers?
friends.
All right.
And something I found out today, T. Nichols, bro's a weirdo, bro's a groomer. And it's like, damn, because like, I actually like T. Nichols' videos. Like,
I don't think I've heard of him.
he was I like found him from TikTok or whatever, and so I like watched some of his videos. It's just like, reacting. It's kind of the same lines as like
React
some
content?
of the stuff Oddwin does, where it's like
okay.
reacting to my viewers like setups and shit.
Oh,
like that.
okay. Yeah. Community shit.
Yeah, but he like blew up on TikTok, and like he like streams and shit sometimes or whatever. But yeah, bro was like, of course, knowingly talking to a minor.
Of course.
Minor, pants on fire. But it is, and so I guess leading. This is leading into kind of a bigger topic of, and it's something we've kind of touched upon before, but a separation of the art and the artist, the creator and their content.
Of course.
At what point would you, and
You're about to take
the
carnival.
informal you. Okay, dog.
You were talking about separating the art from the artist. Ain't no one doing that more of a hate case than Kanye.
Yeah, but
you say you want my opinion on it? I think it's definitely a situation where you go case by case basis.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it really, really depends how entwined the art and the artist is with their actions. That's like, would people really? Okay, it's a bad example because people wouldn't give a shit. But in a world that makes more sense, would people really fuck with the Mona Lisa if it was like known that it was Da Vinci's 12-year-old child slave that he drew once?
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely not. No.
That's what I'm saying. So is it like when it comes to shit like that? That's obviously that what's his name, Nichols, T Nichols,
T Nichols.
Yeah. Like obviously he's a community YouTuber, so he abused his community to talk to minors. Like it's obviously entwined completely, Kanye is severely mentally ill, and people just allow him to do shit, and then his music is fuck ass. So
Kanye just needs to start drinking lean again.
He was never healthier.
Or was happy.
Yeah. It'd be like all the weird shit he's making that new girl do. Like that's just obviously not cool.
But you have like
she's a consenting adult, I guess.
An overwhelming amount of people that still listen to Travis Scott.
Yeah.
You have since my car doesn't have Bluetooth, I listen to the radio a lot.
Damn.
And
you don't got an aux?
So often. I could pick up an aux, but I've been lazy, I guess.
Yeah, it's like $3 here.
Yeah, but I've been listening to the radio a lot of Mr. Chris Brown on the radio.
R. Kelly.
I'm just so absolutely shocked that people still listen to Chris Brown after the shit with Rihanna happened.
Oh yeah, that's just crazy to me.
Like, I heard someone talk about the news report, and it was way worse than I thought it was. Like, I knew that he was like hitting her and shit like that, but
he was.
Bro had her in like a headlock driving around the car, like
Yeah,
knocking her skull. She was like screaming and shit, and he was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you. I will kill you."
Yeah,
and shit like that. And so it's so fucking crazy to me that people are still listening to Chris Brown. Part of what the radio station does is they hand out free tickets, like the whatever amount the caller.
Yeah.
You just got free tickets to see Chris Brown and so, and oh my god, yay, I love Chris Brown.
Bombastic side eye. Like, what? And the worst part is, you like all these abusers, right? All these people who do horrendous fucking shit, and obviously are staying afloat because of their art,
popularity in art.
Their music don't be that good enough to listen to, despite that.
You can't be just sitting there and being like, damn, I know he's a woman beater, but this song just bangs.
I know he was pissing on 14-year-olds, but remix to Ignition.
Is that remix to Ignition?
Like, no.
Like, no.
No.
Dude is a predator. But
I think
no. You have shit like that, or I guess on the flip side, you got something that happened pretty recently, Baby Kia. I've been fucking with Baby Kia on the low, but come to find out, he's been arrested and he's facing 178 years in jail time. Some crazy shit like that. Like, he is gone. He is in the cell.
Yeah.
When it's like, he's like not doing like weird fuck shit. He's doing what he's saying in the song.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, take you out, throw you in a bag type shit.
I'm gonna stitch your asshole up and keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. He's not doing shit like that.
METHOD, man.
If he was doing shit like that, then yeah, don't listen to his music.
But
cruel and unusual punishment.
I always found it like really, I guess, bit of a both like very clear cut and tricky at the same time, because like every time a musical artist has like done some weird shit, I'm like, okay, I'll just take him out of my playlist.
Yeah.
Travis, fucking Kodak.
Yeah.
Dude is certified weirdo.
Certified rapist, yeah.
Yeah. Actual like certified like molester type shit. When all the shit with Kanye happened, I was kind of torn. I think we talked about it when it did happen.
For sure.
Then I like added a couple of songs back, and it's like, ultimately he's a product of the environment he's in with his mental illness and everything like that, and people just egging him on the whole time. He's not getting any help.
We getting fat because the left Twix is 2 times bigger.
Like,
Kanye
is very clearly like
not healthy
sound. Yeah. And so like, like when all this shit happened, I was like, yeah. But then, just started listening to him again. It's like, it's Kanye, you can't.
His catalog's too legendary.
You listen to rap, you listen to Kanye.
For sure. 6ix9ine. You just take him out the playlist.
Yeah. 6ix9ine. Oh, fucking Tokyo's Revenge.
Nicki.
Good morning, my name is Tokyo. Can't listen to Nicki. Yeah, Nicki. And Nicki has one of those like dedicated ass fan bases that do not give a shit.
Yeah.
Doja.
Yeah,
Doja's a big one.
Yeah, people are still on Doja's ass, even though she didn't know she was wearing a neo-Nazi on her shirt somehow.
Yeah, white supremacist neo-Nazi on her shirt.
And if you remember, her defense to that was, "How would I have known? It's my boyfriend's." Oh,
So,
my bad.
and the craziest thing is, she would have known. She is like a 4chan like femcel.
Yeah,
She
she is.
knows.
She's a dedicated
She
femcel.
she knows who the fuck Sam Hyde is.
But she's acting like that defense made sense in the slightest. Oh, your boyfriend just is a neo-Nazi incel 4chan user. Okay.
I'm not a white supremacist. I just, my boyfriend is, and I don't really have respect for the, original genre that I've found in my fan base on.
Have you noticed this wave of people, like Doja's included in this, that have like the most outrageous visual aesthetics, and it's just like kind of Walmart music?
It's just mid pop. That's it. Like, everyone was rocking with Doja when she still had her hair, and like before she was like openly, well, not even. She was openly a weirdo beforehand, but a lot of people kind of glossed over that.
Yeah,
since
yeah.
the music she was making at the time was all right.
Yeah, and she has big booty.
Yeah, but and then she like went through this whole like thing where it's like, I don't care about my fans, blah 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 blah,
Yeah,
and
fuck
then
the
she like
fans.
made the most generic album she has yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you still care about your fans, you still care about that money, bitch.
Yep. And it's crazy because there's already someone who's doing exactly what they say they want to do the correct way. Lil Nas X is right there, being a fucking weirdo,
Yeah,
making people mad, but still doing his own shit.
yeah, he's just like doing his own shit, and the only people he's making mad is people with ignorance.
Yeah, ignorant people. So it sounds like it's a y'all problem.
I mean,
I don't know.
don't get me wrong. I don't listen to Lil Nas X. Like
I don't either, but I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing shit.
Yes, sir.
He's
Yes,
vibing,
sir.
doing his own thing.
Or you got all those like different actors and shit like that have or I guess just famous people in general, but notably actors that have came out in support of a certain ethno state in the Mediterranean / Middle East.
The boogeyman word.
Yeah. Starts with I and ends with real.
Rael.
Yeah. Came out and openly supporting it.
I mean,
like
in case we weren't clear,
Lady
free
Gaga.
Palestine.
Free Palestine, absolutely. Yes,
River
sir.
to the sea, Palestine shall be free.
Mm-hmm. You got and it's like people you would never fucking expect. Like like I was saying, Lady Gaga, like fucking The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Hello. And so it's like you have that, and then you have like the inverse where it's like, because the people that are like, yeah, support Israel, whatever, and then you have like the people that support Palestine are like out on the fucking streets holding signs and shit like that, like they're just like the average Joe.
Mm-hmm. The lack of any popular celebrity really speaking out about it, aside from the stray few.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are most recent in my memory is Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
And Renee Rapp.
Mm-hmm.
She calling for a permanent ceasefire at her first like award speech that she ever done for her music career. So people with bigger balls than 90%, 99% of all the industry celebrities in general.
They just like care too much about their image to speak about, the genocide of the Palestinian people.
Yeah, and fucking billiard eye fuck taking off her ceasefire pin for her award performance. So that's cool.
That is crazy. She did that?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing it if you're going to take it off?
Yeah, exactly. I think even the concept of the ceasefire pin is like kind of roundabout. Where it's like, what the fuck is that red hand? You put a Palestinian flag people know what you're
Yeah.
saying. A little bit of coward
Yeah,
ethics, I'll say. That's all.
it's the kind of thing where it's like only the people that know what it is like know. So it's like a
Not
kind of
helping.
way of being able to support without like actually just upfront being like, hey, free Palestine or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Coward ethics. So that's real cool. That's real cool. I knew Mean Girls was good for a reason.
We need to bring back bullying.
We need to bring back bullying from the right people.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I do agree. Bullying needs to be brought back in a major way. Because why didn't Biden say anything about Toriyama? He was given the State of the Union. Ain't shit to say.
Mm-hmm.
Bro probably didn't even know why he was there.
He was definitely just pumped up with fucking wonder drugs.
That's the only way he fucking functions.
Oh, look at how strong President Biden has been walking today.
Why do we have the same two fucking candidates from 4 years ago that we already didn't like?
Nobody likes either of them. God damn.
Yeah. Did you, not to be fucking pessimistic, but kind of, did you see that, you know how, as America is doing great with supporting Gaza and Palestine, they've been dropping bombs and aiding the IDF, and now they've started dropping aid sometimes too, so they don't know, so the people don't know which is which.
Yeah.
I saw the other day, like maybe a day or two ago, some of the fucking aid packages have pork in them.
That is terrible. It. I mean, regardless of which side you're, regardless of which side you're supporting, pork isn't good. Pork is not halal, just like pork is not kosher.
And it's
So unless they're like, it's like, unless they're like sending that pork over for the, for the fucking United States troops that
they're not.
Claim to not be there, which.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure no one from our country's in the Middle East right now.
50 people right now making TikToks about how they're going over to support.
Yeah.
All the whitest people you've ever met in your life. And Tiffany Haddish. It's not that bad, guys. I've been in a hotel chilling, so I mean that's real nice, thank you. But yeah, that's about all I feel like saying before I just devolve into a rant and get real angry.
Understandable.
It's weird because I'll see the shit like, on Twitter, because I'm on Twitter like every day, and people like, I'm crying right now, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, that reaction isn't visceral, like those emotions don't bubble up, but they are inside somewhere. And if I had to like really get into it, yeah, I'm gonna get angry.
Yeah, I think for me, I get that, but I just feel like, of course this is happening.
Yeah.
It is ungodly fucked up and just completely unjustifiable, but so are people. People can be so incredibly evil. Look at any point in history.
Yeah.
Ever. The cruelest of the cruel. Even modern history with the Uyghurs, in was that in Asia. I'm pretty sure it's in Asia. You have shit that happened in Rwanda a while ago. You
The
have a
shit
lot of
that's
shit
happening right now, not just in Palestine, but the Congo.
the Congo, of course, Ukraine as well.
Yep, continuing. And like 10 other places at the very least.
Mm. You know, the subjugation slash attempted erasure of the Taiwan people,
Yep.
from the
Chinese
Chinese
government.
government. You know, everything still going on in the North and South Koreas.
Nanking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever ask a man his salary, a woman her body count. In Japan, why we know that the human body is 70% water.
That's terrible, dog.
It's fucking nuts.
I mean, shit, most of the medical information we have is because of the unlawful testing upon, people, with what you were saying with the 70% water, or like a lot of the United States medical history
Yep.
being done by testing on black people, and more specifically black women.
Yes. So, yeah, horrific injustices continue. More at 11.
It's just, it's like become so, for lack of better terms, like watered down in a way, just because it's just constantly happening. People are
Desensitized.
desensitized. Yeah, people are becoming desensitized to all of these fucking great tragedies,
Yeah, literally.
because of the fact that it's just so ingrained into our nature as a society.
As of recent. I mean, it's the most it's been publicized as well.
Yeah, because we have so
crazy.
many more ways of spreading
Information.
in media.
Not for long.
Damn. Maybe the TikTok ban is good.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it's a really bad piece.
Because I was just saying, like, it's not a TikTok ban. It's we can ban any media we feel ban.
Yeah.
And just TikTok's included in that bill as an example. Can't use Pornhub in Tennessee no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care about that one, if I'm being honest. But it's more of the fact that, again, that's what people hear. But what's really happening is websites requiring state IDs and personal info from anywhere that they have to obtain, or are legally allowed to obtain that and keep it and sell it, of course.
Yeah. It's a new way of obtaining information and selling it off.
Yep.
And, it one way or another hampens people that, for whatever reason don't have IDs from, enjoying
from
the same things that
accessibility
people with IDs. Yeah.
Yep. So that's real cool. Inflation's a bitch.
Isn't the world lovely?
Can't go outside without spending $50. And that's real as fuck. It really is like, damn, do I want to go on dates? Because it's kind of expensive.
Dog.
Can we just like chill at the house? I know that sounds like a bad thing. That sounds really shitty, but I mean, it's economically viable.
The other day I went to the gym.
Yeah.
So I could sign up for membership.
That's what's up.
This was a gym I was at a couple years ago. Like around like middle of like quarantine pandemic shit. So like everyone was wearing masks and shit still.
Right.
Back then I think I was paying about $15 a month. I went to the gym to like renew my my thing or whatever. and I ended up turning away and not signing up. I went
Right.
in, I looked at it. It said, 1 year, $40. Below it, it said cancellation fee $175. So I was like, is this $40 for 1 month? And the first was like, yeah, it's 1 month's $40. I said, damn.
Yeah.
I said, damn. All right, I'll be back then.
Nah,
I
I
ain't
will
going
not
back.
be back.
I am not dropping almost $500 a year to work out.
Yeah, for this also self-improvement is a luxury.
Dog. Okay. This kind of builds into something I was thinking about before.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like knowing how to cook well
Yeah.
and knowing how to cook with good ingredients is what's the word I use? Oh, yeah, it's classist. I don't know if that's crazy,
Talk your shit.
but you grow up in lower income household, you might only be eating out of soup cans and stuff like that. You may got soup, ramen packets, maybe some Lunchables if you're feeling spiffy, and you got a bigger check than normal, shit like that. You might get McDonald's or something like that. But the average like low income house ain't really like cooking up a whole lot, or if they are, they're making do with what they have, and so it might taste really good, but it's not like
Good for you.
like whipping the pot and making some fucking gnocchi with like extra like baked fried bullshit, and so it's like, oh, you can't cook. It's like, I can look at a recipe online just fine, but I don't know about all this like fucking extra measurement bullshit, and like, oh, make sure to use this like weird kitchen gadget tool thing that I've never fucking heard in my life before type shit. And it's like, oh, if you want to make this nice meal, you have to spend fucking $200 on groceries just for dinner that'll last like maybe a
3
day and a
days.
half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following. I'm picking up what you're putting down for real.
I was like, damn, I don't know if that's a bit too extreme or not.
No, I think that's pretty on point. And also, like, to add to that, cooking. I mean, obviously, there's ways that you can cook that are sustainable for sure. I mean, people do it. But I feel like it's also a very neurodivergent issue as well, where you have a lot of like different foods and things that neurodivergent people like don't like or can't handle for multiple reasons, like the texture, the feeling, or taste, or whatever, and that limits their like diet and shit like that. So they can't really eat a ton of stuff. So like being able to cook becomes either more important, less important, depending on the person, and which sucks either way, because that's more expensive both ways somehow. And
yeah, you can spend a lot of time trying to like figure out like what works for you if you don't like certain textures or things like that.
What works for you at like the overlap that I felt like as a person, I realized I have like really, I do have issue with like textures and shit like that. The overlap between like quantity and quality and sustainability is not a perfect circle at all. You can make a bunch of shit that will last you like a week, but you will hate it. And I know sometimes for me, it's just like, I'm just not going to eat it. And I'll starve.
No, I get that. Like, I know it's really wasteful. I can't tolerate eating leftovers. Like most of the time, because it like warps like the texture and the taste in a way where it's just like not pleasant anymore.
Yeah, so you have to find things that you can eat even as leftovers.
Yeah, but like,
and that's very limited.
For me, I have the other side of the coin where I love eating the same shit every single day.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like have a mental breakdown if I eat anything different, like the same like 2 frozen meals for dinner and like Taco Bell on the weekend.
Yeah,
and it's like I could order like one of the 80 other restaurants around by, but Crunchwrap Supreme and a fucking black bean chalupa with a medium Baja Blast. Come on, like I don't need anything else.
Yeah. But sometimes, like, yeah, but that's not sustainable, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
For sure, yeah.
Like, one of my go-to meals that I have to make from home is rice, tuna, pepper, lemon, hot sauce. Like, it's something that I can eat and I won't get sick of.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, the texture doesn't bother me. It's just rice and protein and shit. Also, the having to plan out what to eat all the time is
That's fucking sucks.
it's not for us ADHD folks.
Yeah.
I don't even think about eating until like fucking midnight anyway. So asking me to think ahead about it,
I don't think about what I want to eat until
I'm hungry.
It is time for me to eat. Yeah.
Because I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know.
I mean, shit. You know, it's always like, damn, what do I want to eat? Oh yeah, I want to eat the same thing I've been eating.
Yeah, basically.
But I mean, shit. Like, I've talked about this before, but like when I was dirt broke and counting pennies and shit like that, you know, my only food income intake was noodles.
Yeah.
Was just some spaghetti noodles. It is about the cheapest thing you can get. I remember I remember the price. The generics 99 and the Berea one was $1.59.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get some noodles. I get a big jug of fucking olive oil, and then I get some like a big thing of Parmesan cheese, and that would, you know, I get a couple packs of noodles that would last me for the week, and you know, that might be my only meal for the day.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing I'm cooking. You know, I don't have the luxury of figuring out, oh, you know, ooh, it's not quite crispy. Toss in the trash. Shit like that, you know?
Yeah. So that's real cool. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
They should fix our brains.
They should fix the fucking economy first, goddamn. I don't mind being depressed as long as I can eat good.
Real shit. Alright. Well. I feel like there was something else there that we completely got off track by. Am I crazy?
Well, was this from the artist?
No.
Converse. What was this? How did we get here?
I don't know. Hot Pockets are good though. I haven't had a Hot Pocket in a while. I kind of want one now.
I'll be cutting up some fucking pizza rolls, bro.
Boy,
I be cutting us.
But you know that feeling where you eat pizza rolls and you're like, that is not a meal. That is a snack.
That's why I just eat a fuck ton of them, bro.
Real as shit.
Load up a full ass plate with pizza rolls.
Sometimes snacks from 7-Eleven is dinner. You know what can't be
7-Eleven pizza? That 7-Eleven pizza, dog.
The worst thing in recent memory that happened to me, bro. The death of that 7-Eleven by my house has changed my fucking world for the worse. You know what I didn't realize that 7-Eleven I was benefiting from? Their fucking deals, dog.
Mm-hmm.
The monster deals, all this shit is like, oh, if you get two, then it's like $1, $2 less. Every time I go in that bitch, I get the same shit I'd usually get at 7-Eleven for like $13, $22. Get the fuck out of here. Now I can't even go in that bitch. I don't want to. Not to mention the fact that it's closed at 11:30. Who the fuck? It was a 7-Eleven 24-hour.
Mm-hmm.
They got my dog working during the evening shift. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I hate it, bruh. It's the worst shit in the world.
I mean, shit, for,
subjectively.
I don't remember if this was before or after, but I guess a piece of information about me that I forgot to talk about was I'm no longer drinking caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
How's that shit
kind of
going?
sucks. It sucks.
Raw dog in life, huh?
I miss caffeine so much. Like I'll still drink. Like I have a Monster that I'll kind of like
Sip on.
sip on throughout the week. I have like one Monster a week,
Oh damn, that's crazy.
and even then I don't finish it. I get like maybe halfway through by the end of the week.
Wow.
I hate it. I miss that. I miss the shakes you'd get from caffeine. Just the overwhelming, terrible feeling that also you feel so shit, but you feel so like locked in. You feel so like awake
I was
at the same time.
I was talking to my mom about how the differences in how we feel about it, like how I never really got addicted to it, and how like you got like energized by it. I was like, I don't think it ever affected me that way. She was like, no, it did. You just felt normal once you took it. I was like, oh shit, I did kind of feel normal.
You felt normal. It like exacerbated my ADHD.
Like it made me feel like I could focus. I was like, oh, that's actually how it worked for me.
Yeah.
Normally you cannot do that, remember? I'm like, oh shit, you're right.
But like I was like slowly teetering off of energy drinks, and so I felt like shit all the time. I had like migraines every single day, and I like kind of leaned into soda, but like all the sugar and shit was causing like giving me acne and all that. So now I'm drinking fucking this garbage. It's like not that bad. It's just like flavored sparkling water.
Yeah,
but
that carbonation
it just don't hit. Yeah, I need the carbonation, but it don't hit the same as fucking chugging a Monster at like 2 a.m.
For sure. I got some in mind right now. Like it's midterms week and shit. So these past 2 weeks have been like, all right, let me grab some Monsters. Let me lock the fuck in. See what I can do without studying.
Yeah.
Apparently it surprises people when I tell them I don't study. Or like I don't know how to study. I legitimately forget there are people who like just can do that, and it works.
That is one thing I just never understood. How the fuck can you just sit there for like hours and just like stare at a book or like listen to the fucking whatever the fuck they're called, like a class?
Oh yeah. I think it's just different brain processes. They learn the learning for them is linear and progressive, so it just keeps going up the more they do it. Ours is like a fucking fill the meter. Once it hits a certain bar, where it's just that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Doing anything extra is not gonna increase the score.
I've learned all my brain will allow me to.
GG's. We'll leave it up to luck.
Yeah.
I don't know what studying means. You just stare at shit and you think better. I think it's also because our memories are like function differently. I think like my memory's pretty good. My memory's pretty good. So like, or my short term memory is so. Like this is the same way I learned how to do editing, where I'll like edit the fuck out of something and learn how to edit it a certain way, and then it just leaves my brain. It was like, yeah, I needed it for that moment. Now it's gone. Bye. That's how learning works for me, I feel, and it's really, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. The only way it sticks is through like repeated use.
Yeah, for sure. Like hands-on is definitely my best way of learning. That's why I just like couldn't do college shit.
Yeah. So I'm struggling now because all this fucking reading.
Yeah.
Nothing practical. So, yeah. Shout outs to that. Random news, but I've just been looking at this fucking Star Wars for like 2 hours. Did you hear about this Battlefront Classic collection?
I heard it fucking is a flop and a half.
Oh, yeah. Apparently it launched with 3 servers that hold up to 65 people. What?
I also heard that it was like 70 fucking gigs.
Yeah, it was 70 fucking gigs.
For a 20-year-old game.
The original trilogy is like 25 gigs in total. And I was just looking at people talking about it online. They're like, when you don't know anything about coding, the reason this, the reason that it's so much higher in space doesn't make any sense. When you do know about coding, it makes even less sense. How the fuck did they
Yeah.
do that?
It's like so uncompressed. It's absolute garbage.
It's the issue that like so many fucking games have right now.
It's like with Central Fiction, how it went from like fucking 60 gigs to like 12 because they were like, oh shit, let's fix that.
Yeah, I like especially specifically, I can talk. Western companies do not know how to compress fucking games at all,
Yeah.
or they just refuse to, and it doesn't make any sense to me. They're talking about
Fucking
like rumors that GTA 6 is going to be like 300 fucking gigs. For what? Literally
if I
what?
uninstall every game on my computer, I would still not have enough space for that shit.
Exactly. Like why are you doing this? Why does Red Dead cost 116 gigs?
Yeah, I mean,
So I
shit,
can
Baldur's Gate was like 100 or something as well.
I can understand Baldur's Gate on a different level because there's so much
I mean,
fucking shit packed into
it's
that
a
game.
fucking massive game with like 40 hours of just cutscenes alone.
Yeah, so that makes sense. But then you look at Yakuza games and like, okay, those are usually optimized pretty well. The latest one is
Yeah.
like 80 gigs or some shit. And it's like, all right, well that's a little much too, but at least I
Yeah,
understand it's a
like
70-hour game.
the older ones are like 20 gigs.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Learn how to compress your files.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of learning, have you heard about kids these days? Let's just start it off like that. Sounding old as fuck. Kids these days. Not knowing any computer literacy skills. Like
No.
reports from teachers and people in classes on like how kids don't know how to do any research or even know how to like print or navigate Word or Google Docs or anything like that. Like we've gone backwards in terms of computer literacy as
Really?
we've gotten older
I mean, shit, that's stuff that they
because
teach in school.
of things getting so optimized with phones and apps and shit apparently that they don't know how to like navigate a computer and their in like files and shit, anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, shit that we would know that we know how to do, shit that people up to 10 years older than us know how to do, but things that our parents and people above that don't know. Why is like so it's like very strange that it's going back to that situation. Like people don't know how to navigate their computer files and shit or print something off a computer.
No, I haven't really heard that. No.
It's very fucking weird.
It is weird. I mean, it's just like I said, it's something that they teach in school. Like they show you how to do it one way or another, and then like you got fucking Google. You don't know how to do something. You know how to use your fucking phone. Fucking use that phone to look up on Google how to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very strange. Like
You know, it's like it's one thing if you don't know how to fucking read. You know, reading isn't something that's just
that's a social
learned in
failure.
a day. Yeah, it's a social failure, but like with like computer shit, I remember being like 8, 9 years old looking up how to get into my fucking files to like add mods to games and shit like that.
Yeah. Like what was that? Middle school. Middle school I was learning how to fucking emulate shit. And then I was modding. I was heavy into modding when Xenoverse came out on PC and all that. Once I had my own PC, I was modding the fuck out shit.
Yeah.
Xenoverse 2, I spent days trying to figure out how to mod shit and accessing files. Like, how do I make the Super Saiyan 4 tail not be actually animate? And shit like that. Like, I think that's the part that's the lost art of actually having to troubleshoot. They don't know how to troubleshoot anything at all. I mean,
It's so
let's even talk about it. Fuck's like,
fucks.
He was struggling with troubleshooting too, like how to even look shit up to troubleshoot or figure out like your audio issues could be a combination of a bunch of shit, or it might be a solution that doesn't make any sense but it works.
Yeah. For example, when I started playing Elden Ring again,
Yeah.
I noticed that the load times were like really fucking long to launch the game, like in between the black screen and when you get the Bandai screen or whatever the fuck. And so I looked it up, and it was like some people were saying, "Oh yeah, if you have a Corsair keyboard, then for whatever reason it causes it to load longer." I don't have a Corsair keyboard, however, Corsair mouse. I unplugged my mouse, worked like a fucking dream, loaded immediately, and it's just crazy that people don't like. I don't want to say it. Kids these days, just like don't think to do that.
Or like they get to step one where the answer doesn't immediately pop up and they just give up. Is that not strange?
It is so bizarre. Like, you're looking it up for a reason. Why would you not just see it through?
Maybe we're just stubborn. I'm gonna fix this fucking audio issue.
That is the case. Yeah, we are stubborn, but still, like, I feel like the average person with like decent, like, even maybe slightly below average tech literacy would like see the problem through until it fixes.
Yeah.
A while ago, I was having issues where a lot of my games were like stuttering frames and shit like that. And, I looked it up, I checked all my drivers and shit like that. Everything was up to date and everything, so I said, fuck it. I did a hard reset on my computer. Clean slate and everything like that. No more issues, it took a while to install the games and everything again, but, no stutter, no frame drops or anything like that. And you're telling me that a fucking kid's just gonna sit there, a fucking game running 10 frames a second and just be like, well, I tried the one thing I saw. It's fucking wild. And you're telling me you don't know how to use Word, you don't know how to use Excel, even on a basic level. I feel like it is in part a failure of the teachers, because, I feel like if it was something that you wanted your students to learn, you would, figure out a way to put it in your program or whatever, but partially a failure of, I guess the evolution of technology as well, because of, like you were saying, the fact that everything is just so accessible now.
Yeah. I agree with that. So, listen. Just figure shit out, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Learn how to troubleshoot. Learn how to... I think that's also, it's a critical thinking thing. Learn how to think better. And I think that's also something that's not being exactly promoted by the advancement of technology.
Yeah. It's just like such a fundamental skill for
anything.
It's applicable everywhere.
Yeah.
Critical thinking is if you had any skill, it should be critical thinking. Sitting there and being able to analyze because critical thinking, it matters for cases of shit like morality as well. You see something fucked up and you think, why is that happening? Why is it fucked up? Why is so-and-so doing such and such or whatever? But people just don't have that. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you know what's really crazy? They all have the same thing on their Twitter bio. 3-letter word, ATL.
Keep the motherfuckers in there, bro. Don't let no one out the ATL. That is wow. Why is the ATL catching straight?
Because they fucking deserve it. Every time you see some dumbass take on Twitter, you look at the bio, ATL.
That is real as hell.
It'll be some it'll be some shit. Men should be able to cheat on their pregnant wives. ATL. Always some dumb shit, dog.
Yeah. It'll be some crazy, so and so. I think beating the shit out of your kids is okay. Scroll down next post. Come down to X and so and so club at the ATL for the bouncing booty twerk off.
Yeah, come on down Thursday night for booty bop bands.
Yeah, the big booty butt cheeks. Women,
we got booties, bops, booze, and bangers. Just like, all right, that sounds like low intelligence level activity. Listen, we don't advance as a society when we start admitting that legitimately there are stupid people.
Yeah.
All right. There were childs left behind.
Crazy.
We cannot help that.
We're talking all that shit like there definitely wasn't people at our school like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't us. I'm saying from an objective level, there are people who are stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
We can't act like everyone is capable of making the same judgments on the same scale. That sounds controversial, but it shouldn't be. There are dumb fucking people.
Yeah, there really are.
And that dumb person is not the same as someone who's uninformed or ignorant. Actually, ignorant people are the same, but uninformed people. People who weren't given the tools to learn about shit. But that doesn't mean they're not smart. That just means they don't have the skills or tools. Two different groups.
I think a lot of people very heavily focus intelligence on just book smarts.
Yeah, exactly. Not the case. But yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know, bro.
This is rough.
This
today.
is like layer 5 tangent.
It really is. Let's see. Have you done your topics already? Is that it from you?
I got another one.
Word.
If you ain't got nothing else,
I got a couple.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I want to introduce something to the podcast you probably haven't heard before because I came up with it. I like to call it the execution game.
Okay.
You must decide between two options. You cannot kill both. That is the struggle. So, I have two people here that you must choose to kill. One will be left to wreak havoc upon the world as they do in their current state already. Execution game numero uno. You got option number 1. The clown that likes to tickle feet. Got option number 2. TikTok street interviewer. Make your pick.
Oh, TikTok street interviewers gotta go. Oh, wait. So is this clown like breaking into people's houses and shit like that? And what kind of interviews is the TikToker doing? Is it like, because I've seen some that are like, when's the last time you were in love? How long have you been with your partner? And that's fine.
These are the ones that go, what is your salary? Don't you think it's unfair that your wife makes more than you? And
they got it. Yeah, street interviews. That's like a stain on like that. That's part of the reason kids don't have critical thinking skills. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like the kind of dudes that like go out of their way to like make women look stupid just by like mixing their words in a way where it's like,
Misogyny.
You lose regardless of what you say.
Don't you think it's unfair that she makes more than you? What?
No,
Don't you think a
stay at
man
home,
don't
baby.
don't you think a man should be earning more than a woman who needs to know her place? What? What?
You are just asking so much right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. TikTok Street Interviewer would improve the world by 500%. Clown that tickles feet, well, scary, and a serial trespasser. Not impacting the world the same way. Both definitely threats, though.
Yeah. I mean, fucking tickles the tickler and clown might like roll up on me while I'm asleep, but shit, I might not even feel it.
That's true.
Scrolling through TikTok, I'm forced to look at. So, what's your body count?
Yeah, and what's yours? Does it upset you that your body counts aren't exactly the same? And hers isn't 0?
Why don't we swap phones to see how much you trust each other?
Yeah. Kill these guys.
Yeah.
Alright, number 1, less of an execution game, but in the same vein as one might call gay son thought daughter.
Okay.
Alright, this one's an actual dilemma, unlike those. We've got unfunny son or pick me daughter.
Unfunny in what way? Just like, because
unbearably like unfunny and desperate to be funny.
Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. Like, I like hear that and I think the anime community.
There you go.
Like, I almost named names.
That's crazy.
And like, how deep in the pick me are we?
Just about as desperate as you can get. Just absolutely molding themselves to whatever that person likes, losing their sense of self completely, no dignity at all. Both of them have a unique lack of dignity about themselves.
Yeah, they're both trying to be what they're not.
Yeah.
Damn. I think I'd rather have an unfunny son. I think.
Which is more painful to experience forever?
Yeah, I think I'd rather have an unfunny son since, like, it's a 50-50 on whether I'm going to find someone funny anyway. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to, like, shoot the shit with my kid regardless, like, the way we do. And so it's like, they can be unfunny and they can be weird in their, like, own, like, weirdo friend group or whatever, but, like, having a pick-me kid where it's, like, like, stepping out and, like, doing shit that they really shouldn't be doing because they, like, almost named a certain name again of someone that we both know that is but hey, I didn't say it. You might know who I'm thinking of.
I'm pretty sure. I'm confirmed.
But
certain incidents associated with that person.
Certain but shit like that where they're like willing to like in one way or another hurt themselves to seem cooler than they are, fit in with the group more than they are. It's much more rough.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'd have to pick the unfunny. Yeah, you kind of killed that. Cause yep. I didn't even like connect those two. But once you did, it's kind of rap skis. All right. Yeah. Oof. I didn't. It didn't. Yeah.
Let me stop. We getting a little too saucy.
You're getting a little too messy. I love messy when it's not me.
Yeah, just like some low key shade every once in a while is fun.
Yeah. Exactly. I am no messy bitch. I'll say that.
Okay.
All right. You got anything?
Yeah. For my last little bit, I wanted to talk a little bit about within. I guess I was thinking more in the realms of fighting games, but I guess it works outside as well. But the best character for the respective game versus the best character for you in that game. Because I feel like, you know, you have the one side where it's pick a top tier.
Pick a top tier.
Pick a top tier. But also, for me, at least, I feel like, in a lot of the games I played, the top tier characters, they're definitively good. But, it might be an issue of the buttons just don't feel that great to me, or the combos are, don't feel that great, don't look that great, or, they're just too hard for me or something like that. And so, middle, low tier, whatever I pick, or... And I feel like, at least for me, playing, like, shit characters and a couple of the games I've played have helped me learn more than if I were to pick a top tier, because it wraps back around to the critical thinking, baby.
Wow.
Yeah,
what do you know?
You don't have the set game plan that you do every match like you would with a top tier, where it's you have SS4 round start, you press 5M. Every single game, you press 5M, hope it works. If it doesn't, you press one of your other wonder buttons.
Right.
Where low tier, you have to sit there and think, are they going to press 5M? Are they going to press 2M? This and the third. And so you have to like kind of work your game plan around what you think the other person's going to be doing.
Right. No, for sure. I think when it comes to the decision, it needs to be. I don't think, unless you're just about that life, I don't think always going top tier is ever going to be the way, because you're not going to be enjoying yourself, and you're giving something up, the enjoyment of the game for winning. So I think there's a balance you can do between those two, where you can still change your character to someone who's better, as long as you're not giving up a character that you really like just because they have a harder time. Because I think the passion you have for a character that you really like will eventually, with time, or just like putting more effort in, will outpace people who are just playing top tiers just to play until you get to that top level. And even then, Zangief has won some majors of SF6. So, I really think it's really about the passion you have for the character itself, rather than how good they have to be or are.
I feel like if rather than picking a top tier, if you're trying to learn the game, pick a top tier, pick a Shoto.
Yeah, that's solid advice always. And usually the Shotos are never bad either, so.
Yeah, they're normally middle to like, a little bit upper.
Unless you're high in your high tier.
Yeah, Shotos are the fundamental character.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, don't always pick a top tier, unless you're really at that level where it would just make you win more. And at that point, it's like, okay, I guess you're about the winning phase then. If you're competing
Yeah.
like that.
If you like, even then though, I feel like uh, there are like plenty of people that will pay, enjoy playing the worst characters in the game, and they take it on a competitive level and do just fine. Like just thinking off the top of my head, people I still follow on Twitter, like Apology Man and Nage, both solid Faust players that have been struggling through the trenches up to his like kind of mid tier where he is now.
Right.
But playing and enjoying the character regardless of how fucking absolute dog ass he used to be and kind of still is, and rolling people.
Yeah.
The same way like you were saying, Geef has won plenty of tournaments and shit like that, and he's okay.
He's not the best.
He has good damage, but the rest of the cast kind of can roll him if you let them or whatever. But
yeah, so do what you love.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's just life advice. Let's talk about it. Do what you love.
I mean,
do what you gotta do to
like,
do what you love.
Like for me, I was mostly playing Strive because I loved the funny doctor, man. I love Faust.
Yeah.
But I just, I felt like I wasn't learning anything, and I didn't enjoy the other characters in the game. So, instead of just trying to slog through a game I didn't enjoy playing, I just stopped playing it.
Yep. That's fair. That's completely fucking fair.
If you don't enjoy a game and you're just, fuck! Just uninstall it. There's plenty of other fighting games, and even with old ass fighting games, there's bound to be communities on like Discord or Reddit and shit like that. You can find matches.
Yep. Unless you don't want to play a Discord fighter, then don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. Find a popular one that you might not like as much, because if you can't stand the community, you're not gonna have any fun, because that's what Discord fighters are built upon. Yep. You don't have to interact with those people. You can't just be like matches and then leave. I mean, I could, but that's what I would try to do, I should say. But I don't think it'd work out very well at the end of the day if you're really trying to be in that community. So yeah.
Okay. You wanna hit us with one more conversational piece?
Sure. Let me grab my list right here. The 10 out of 10 grading scale. I think school has ruined us. Now, I thought about this conversation while talking to the one and only Psych No Love, as he was saying that he thinks that our scores are too harsh on the podcast as a whole. And, we judge from on a scale of 1 to 10 on the Great Waifu Debate. And I was saying to him that I think that school has ruined the way we view a 10 out of 10 grading system. Because in school, a 5 out of 10 is failing. That's bad. That's shit. That's ass. That's doo-doo butter. A 7 out of 10 is like, you barely did it.
It's all right.
It's all right. Decent. 9 out of 10 is like, good job. Great. And then 10 out of 10 is perfect. 1 out of 10 means, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here.
Yeah, you didn't even write your own fucking name.
You didn't do anything. You wrote your name. If that. That's not how the 10 out of 10 grading system works, in my opinion.
Yeah. 5 is
middle of the road.
As is. Average.
Yes. It's the halfway.
Okay. That's okay.
4 out of 10 isn't bad. It's just meh. It's not my favorite.
Not great.
1 out of 10 is dog shit doo-doo butter. That's true. 2 and 3 are the same, but they have redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
Once you get to 6, you're like, ooh, okay. There's some things I liked about this. It was okay. I enjoyed this. 7 out of 10 is good. It's just good. Is it one of my favorites? No, but I enjoyed it. 8
Yeah,
and 9 out
I
of
feel
10.
like
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I feel like 7+ is like, recommendation range.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. And 7 out of 10 range may mean it might be a 7 for me, which means it's not my favorite, but it is somebody's. When you get to 8 and 9, you're like, holy shit, I really like this. I'll rewatch this. I will put this in my list, maybe. Usually, actually. 10 out of 10
For sure,
is
yeah.
like unattainable. I don't even know what that is. Those are
I
your
mean,
personal favorites. Those are
I feel like
subjective.
even among my favorite shows like of all time, I wouldn't say that necessarily all of them are 10 out of 10s, and shows that aren't in my favorites are 10 out of 10s. Like
Yeah, for sure.
my top 5, I'd say like 3 of them are 10s. And then like I wouldn't necessarily for example, I wouldn't necessarily put Megalobox in my top 5. But I would say it's a 10 out of 10 show. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, fuck psych.
I mean, above all else, right?
Above all else, if a show is fucking absolute complete dog shit doo doo butthole asshole fucker, then I will give it a 1 out of 10, and I'll make it very clear that I don't like it. We have the as I like to go back to a lot, the Lady Butler episode.
True shit.
And
Never told a lie.
more recently, the Chaos Head incident, where it's like, it's not bad, it's not that good, and then the more I thought about it, the worse it got.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I was just gonna say I completely agree with you. Where 5 is,
Yeah. 5 is take it or leave it. I don't really care.
and I've seen like a lot of people have the same kind of thought process that's Psych has, where 5 is terrible.
Yeah. 5 sucks. Shouldn't even watch it. But like I said, I think that's because of the grading system we have, especially in schools.
Yeah. You get a 50%, you're walking home with like a fucking and tears just streaming down your face.
You thinking about flushing that shit down the toilet?
Oh, what? What test? No, no. We actually didn't take one.
Yeah. Listen, kids these days should know the fear of walking home with that fucking report card in their hand and not getting it directly emailed to their parents. All right, that physical fucking paper, and you're just thinking, how the fuck am I gonna get rid of this before they see it?
And the fact that they know when report cards are man. You got to stuff away in your backpack, hidden down there. So where's your report card?
It's under the rocks in my backpack, so I think it's busted. I don't think you can read it. It's like torn to shreds. Oops, my bad.
Acting like you're looking through the backpack, as if you don't know your report card.
You've done past it 5 times.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't see it in here. It must have fallen out.
My old house before I like moved in 3rd grade had like the door and the bathroom right next to it. I was so determined to just, as soon as I got in the house, before anyone said anything, hit that beeline to the bathroom, tear that shit up, and put it in the toilet and flush. And I didn't end up doing that because if it had clogged, I would have been in so much more fucking trouble, and I knew that.
that bitch clogged. They look inside. They see math and English. E.
I'm gonna get the ass whooping of a lifetime.
That shit will send you back to the womb.
For real. So yeah, I think they should educate different forms of rankings in school. How about that? I don't know what the fuck a kilometer is. I don't know any of that shit. And I never
No,
will because
sir.
I'm American, baby.
Gotta love the imperial system.
Gotta love the fucking imperial system that was decided by one fucknut who decided his foot was the system. That's kind of raw.
Bro thought he was special.
Apparently he was.
It's really crazy because I remember my mom talking about them like trying to introduce the metric system to the States, but no one fucking wanted to learn it.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, if they introduced the metric system, they'd have to go around and like replace all the speed limit signs and everything like
Yeah,
that. And
it'd be
cost too much time and money.
So much money. The fuck is a kilometer?
One dude fucked it up for the whole state.
Everyone, bruh. Fucked it up for everyone.
Yeah.
Shit don't even make sense.
Like, hello, what's the... Like, what the... Do you know this Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion off the top of your head? Because I sure as hell don't. It's like 32 plus minus something or another.
Yeah, it's somewhere between 40, 50 degree difference or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. It'd be like 2 degrees Celsius,
but nah,
like 50 degrees outside.
But listen. Celsius only makes sense for science. In terms of human brains and temperature, Fahrenheit makes way more sense.
Oh yeah, you walk outside, it's hot as hell. It's like, oh yeah, it's 100.
It's not. They'd be like, it's so fucking hot outside. It's 41 degrees. That don't sound right.
Hot? Where the fuck are you? Like fucking Boston or some shit like that? Like,
goes back to the 1 out of 10 scale. 10 is entirely too fucking hot. 0 is fucking freezing your balls off. And then the spectrum in between.
like Celsius people just sound like people that use Kelvin to me. Like, it's the same shit.
That's true. That's true. They sound like nerds. That's what they sound like. How about that? How about they should all convert to imperial? How about that? Who cares if metric is more accurate?
Yeah, I mean, all these motherfuckers that use the metric system think that they're so goddamn smart. Why don't y'all start using the imperial system?
Yeah, prove us wrong.
Go ahead, bro. How many feet are in a mile?
How many feet are in a meter? How many? Nah, we got them. How many feet in a yard?
That is done, like, it is some fucking ghetto ass man.
What do you mean a mile is like 1.7 kilometers? Oh man, that's just so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But that's why we're America, baby. That's our motto.
Dumb
Land
shit. Of the free, home of the unwilling to change our standards of living.
Yep. Absolutely. We need to go back to assassinating presidents. Y'all heard that? That wasn't me, though.
Who said that? That was my gerbil.
My gerbil talking crazy rhetoric right now.
Nah, bro.
Hey, what the fuck? Yarn Yoshi, why'd you say all that?
Yo,
chill.
Why are you talking like that, girl?
It was just a tweet I saw that said politicians don't fear their lives like they used to.
Oh, see. Nah, because if they did, they would not be making these bold ass moves like they are.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is crazy.
Like, I ain't gonna say we should, but
allegedly.
Yeah, this is
hypothetical situation.
In GTRP.
Yeah.
In GTRP, we should, maybe put something to work.
In Roblox, maybe we should do something about the government of Roblox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, who knows?
But you know what? I think that is a perfect stopping point for this episode of TGwww.d. Of course, if you enjoyed listening to us and you've made it 3 hours in,
Yeah.
as per usual with these, feel free to check out our other shit. We have some of our respective socials. We have our SoundCloud. We have our shit up on multiple different streaming services, so make sure you check those out as well. Mr. T Diddy over here streams every now and again, so make sure to check out his stream.
Here.
I know Psych has been trying to set up his account, so make sure to check out his at Psych No Love on Twitch.tv. Of course, shout out Big Daddy K, Kelso 2 times. Make sure to check out his shit.
Yep, that's where I'll usually be as well. If I'm not doing any content, I'll usually be over on his channel.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we appreciate y'all for coming through, and we'll see you next time in the future.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Rest in peace, Toriyama.
Rest in peace, Toriyama.
Yes, sir. See ya.
Bye-bye.